हेलो 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 व्हाट्सअप, क्या हाल है? रुको कैम को सेट कर लेता हूँ। इधर इधर ऐसा ऐसा। परफेक्ट। अभी चलते हैं हम ट्विच टीवी। ट्विच टीवी वैलोरेंट। किधर है भाई? हाँ, डबस्टेप के चैनल पे भी हो रही है। वाह। पैसिफिक। इधर मैंने पहले ही सर्च करके रखे हुए हैं पैसिफिक वगैरह तो। अपर ब्रैकेट वन। हाँ, एक बार ये लेनोवो की ऐड चली है। अरे हाँ ऐसा। वाह ड्यूड। 3,000 की वॉचिंग। मत कर लाला, मत कर। फिर ये वो पैसिफिक है ही नहीं जो मेरे को चाहिए। रुक जाओ, क्या कोई आया है चैट में? ऐड चलने तो मैं आता हूँ। मेरा फोन है एक्चुअली एक चार्ज में लगा हुआ है, एक लेके आना पड़ेगा। हेलो हेलो हेलो। हो गया। हुई राउंड 1 खत्म हो गया।
You were looking for with this Nongshim sort of comp that they bring with the double duelist to just explode past the Viper util and just disrespected there. Even the snake bites in place. I mean, it's a good call from Team Secret. It is, from what we understand, Jesse Vash making the reads and being the IGL still, but it just isn't quite there in terms of the response with the firepower. Jesse held his own. The Viper's in the right spot at the right time with the
VCT PACIFIC has been started और हमारी वॉच पार्टीज भी वापस आ चुकी है। ये देखिए, एक राउंड हुआ है टीएस वर्सेस एनएस का पहला गेम है। इसके बाद एक और गेम होने वाला है, तो जल्दी से लिंक पे टैप करो, जल्दी से आ जाओ। वॉच पार्टीज है, बहुत एंजॉय करेंगे पूरे सीजन में।
When you're gonna have these 4 spies or moments where you need a hero rifle, you're gonna be putting it in 10-10's hands.
Timing clear on that. We'll just go ahead back away out of window. Safely does get himself out there, so.
Meanwhile, Francis is scaled all the way into sight.
He's walking through, now striking. As Jesse, okay, does manage to find one there with the bandit.
Cutting through.
So a second investment, kind of missed that one on the graphic. Either way, it's going to be a 1 for 2. Nongshim still very well favored here. As Spike will get planted, and Team Secret, they're holding back. They're all on.
But story upload
Would like to just go down to the Spike, but Francis is going to be out for blood. So he's going to find himself a couple extra charges here.
ये लोग अल्ट्स पे इतना फोकस करते हैं ना, मजा आ जाता है देख के कि भाई इतना फोकस अल्ट फोकस्ड गेम रहते हैं ना, एंजॉय करने मजा आता है।
Xross aware. Oh, it didn't bounce in. Bounced out.
Yeah, that might have been a little bit of an oopsie. This is something that we actually didn't really touch on. Just might have mentioned it, but RB is the one playing controller here, obviously.
All good। आज मैं अगर एक की वॉचिंग के साथ भी स्ट्रीम करूंगा ना, ऑल गुड चलेगा। मेरे को चाहिए भाई, मैं रेगुलर हूं।
With those minor role changes, I mean, obviously we know RB can play anything.
Yeah.
We've seen it, you know, back to his DRX days. He is willing to slot into whatever role is necessary.
I hope मेरी आवाज तुम लोगों को आ रही होगी।
Whatever role that he feels most comfortable calling from.
मेरे को वो चाहिए था कि मेरी आवाज तुम लोग को आ जाए, तो वो ज्यादा बेटर है। ऐसा नहीं हो कि गेम की आवाज आ रही है, मेरी आवाज आ नहीं रही है। So वो नहीं होना चाहिए.
Something certainly that I'd like to see cleaned up a little bit was we go into the first buy round for Team Secret.
It was an oopsie, but you know, at least it wasn't like an EMEA level board. So
You're already starting.
even when our
You
players,
already started.
even when our players whiff, they whiff better than EMEA. As Jesse
पैसिफिक की और EMEA की भसड़ अलग है भाई.
found.
I mean, I appreciate you're already trying to start the beef and the rivalry.
It's never ended.
That's fair.
Go forward. Although going to be spotted.
एल ना
Capitalize. So Francis
मैं नोंगशिम के साथ हूँ भाई.
back by that drone. It's a good opening kill for Secret.
जीत अंदर जा पैसे इसमें असेंशन में जाके आई है ना. आई एम विद द टीम जो असेंशन जाके आई है. खुद का बेस्ट फुट फॉरवर्ड रख के और यहाँ खेल रही है अब.
They are scaling a little bit forward, so these duelists are being really quietly aggressive.
Swing in. Might be trying to challenge for the fight, but Berserk's able to hold it. So
3 बनाम 5.
There's down B. He'll be able to swing in.
3v4.
Jeez.
Cleans up 10-10 there, but Jesse Bash on high.
3v2. 4v2.
Tuck dart precisely where he wanted it to go, but RP does manage to get away from it, so damage not going to be suffered there. Now finds himself in at hell, just that stinger in hand. Here's at the recon. There's work cut out for him, but that's a must-win fight for X-Ross as they try to get this conversion coming through, but now...
NT to 1.
To the wayside, Sylvan to clean it up, and that's going to be Secret getting themselves on board, getting them a nice little denial of the bonus conversion.
Yeah, and this round all starts with that early aggressive push out for 10-10. Get him on the kills, you know, the leaderboard with 1 kill there. He had none coming into it, so he's able to find 1, and that opens up a lot of space. It gives a lot of information over to Team Secret as well, because they've got the drone following up right behind him. Berserk's just holding the line. I think might have saw the gun a little bit, looking out of the door to help him out. Jesse doing what he can up top. The only thing that concerns me here going forward is you don't have a lot of util there for those retakes. When I looked at what Team Secret had available to them, it was basically nothing. So they need to find ways to keep getting those early advantages to keep Nongshim on the back foot on this defender side, because you are going to be in a disadvantage.
Hey, Jesse.
Francis gets 1. अरे यार मेरी तरफ से नहीं है.
Maintain that control. It's a lone defender on the A site, and that is for a lot of rotations now. Nongshim just pumped the brakes and then explore on the opposite side of the map. This could be dire straight
Oh,
to
yeah.
Secret. That's exactly what they're looking to do.
हो गया शॉट. लेट्स गो.
Slot forward in the window, but still has that alarm bot around the corner keeping him back.
This is a
आई होप गाइस आप लोग वही सपोर्ट पहले जो करते थे उससे बेटर करोगे एंड हम लोग एंजॉय करेंगे.
give him a little bit of extra.
ये सही है रे. फ्रांसिस उधर पोस्टेड ही रहेगा. एक फ्रैग उसने निकाला है. जब चाहिए वो टीपी मार सकता है. सामने देख के अच्छा मारा रे डैम्बी.
Dami collected, doesn't even take a lick of damage. Map completely broken open by Nongshim as 10-10.
शॉट रे.
He cannot.
Nongshim just looks so sharp right now. This
नोंगशिम बहुत जल्दी खत्म करेगी इन दिस वे.
go their way. Oh,
हट
Trying to
दिया.
lock on, but Kelias does manage to make it not flawless, but that is about it. Mattering to the opposite side of the map, it's going to be Nongshim maintaining the lead 3-1.
should be able to put together a decent buy though still for Team Secret, since they going to try to hang on to these 2 guns.
कैलियस अपने पास था.
Allowed to.
अब सामने है. पहले जी में था ये लौंडा.
Winning some big battles. Jesse caught out in the open there, going for the orb. Just a timing thing there where he felt comfortable to try to go for it, and Nongshim knew that they had an opportunity.
सेव कर लिया.
Advantage. It's a team that definitely is always going to be pressing, looking for those moments. A lot of what we're seeing here today is not initial explosiveness necessarily. It's just kind of poking and prodding around the map, looking for their opportunities.
रिकॉन फेल हुआ ना. काइंड ऑफ. अंदर गया नहीं.
I mean, I think, you know, most teams that run the Viper like to use it to help control that top of A space oftentimes. But without it there, Nongshim maybe saw a weakness and thought we can go and challenge this orb, and absolutely paid off.
लेट्स गो गाइस. लेट्स गो.
Buy and their first
आप नहीं आए अभी तक. हाँ.
Hunter's Fury available.
इधर पे डैम्बी पे अल्टी आएगी, फ्रांसिस की अल्टी और एक्सरॉस की अल्टी का वेट हो रहा है.
Did see a quick adjustment from Team Secret here. Sylvan sent out a smoke early, and they added a few extra
ठीक है,
numbers
पहले ही
to this
क्लियर
wall.
कर दिया.
With this Yoru ult,
नियॉन को पीछे
Sylvan's out
भगाया.
of the zone.
ओके,
Okay,
1:1
Exos down, but
ट्रेडेड.
Ivy trades it. Sylvan eliminated there at the same time. His tension strong.
Shot,
Still on the
Francis.
approach, but Francis is in on top of him. Finds that kill. Just like that, it's a player advantage to the side of Nolm.
Heaven से drone.
Into the site. Drone quickly going to be cleared. Jesse Vash just one shock dart. RB is low. We'll take him down to 36, but cannot find the kill. So Spike going to be planted all the same.
रिकॉन आएगा. फ्रांसिस को देखो गाइस.
Yeah, this is the new piece to the puzzle here.
Sights are all forward though. Have they not actually clocked this? I'm not sure if they have. They absolutely have not. Francis just swings in from behind, cleans up berserks. Kelly S will be able to snap on.
फिर से केलियस बचा.
Again, has to just hightail it out of there to try to hold on to the rifle.
एम लैप्स कर रही.
Yeah, it's just really good reads from Nongshim here. Knowing that there was going to be an adjustment towards the top of A early, they went to the other side of the map first to do a little bit of
एम लैप्स कर रहे. एम लैप्स.
ping pong back after a little bit of contact over at C from Platt. And by that point, Team Secret was rotating their pieces in a different direction. Yeah, you get a trade from Sylvan early, but then 10-10 reaggresses, tries to challenge
4:1. टाइम आउट.
Francis, who's just
अगले राउंड के बाद या इस राउंड में?
so good on Yoru, man. This guy is just unbelievably talented.
भाई क्या मारा.
Of course, Donby always going to be happy to be up close and personal.
मजा आया.
Spirits pretty high at the moment here in the Nongshim camp. Now
फ्रांसिस प्लेइंग विद दैट आउटला. वन शॉट किल फॉर एवरीबॉडी. और फ्रांसिस ने अपने 3 ऑब्स वापस रीजनरेट भी कर लिए. लेट्स गो बे.
very walky spot. The half force up here. Shots across the board. That one carried over weapon, then just berserks with the classic.
And they're just full gambling on C. They're not even going to mess with any other.
गैम्बल स्टैकिंग चल रही है.
This is quite an interesting idea. I mean, trying again to see if they can use this kind of sort of unusual toxic screen to their advantage. But Nongshim just happy to keep going A until Team Secret can really prove when it's
कोई नहीं है.
rifle v rifle that they could stop it. There's just no resistance. Jesse's starting to slide.
कोई नहीं है.
Sharing the gunfire, but now you've got Ivy planted just in front of B to try to intercept it.
मैं होता तो अभी मैं एक्स क्रॉस को नहीं प्लांट करवाता. एक्स क्रॉस को अगले में प्लांट करवा देता. अभी फ्रांसिस का ज़रूरी था. एक्स क्रॉस मार भी सकता है.
Potential lurk. Away, but he's able to get around the corner, so line of sight broken. But Francis forward finds one. Quickly shifts sides. Drone coming his way. And Sylvan, ooh, peeking out in front of that one. Thought he was going to be dead to rights, but
Nice.
Yes, putting that
केलियस 2 मार गया.
moment is suddenly
एंड आईवी 3.
will just explode, and Ivy gets the backstab off in the very last moments. 2 kills cleaned up for him.
5:1.
And one thing that I really like about Nongshim is not only are they now starting.
सीक्रेट जल्दी टाइम आउट लो भाई.
They're finding great timings for them. Francis in the previous one waited for things to really kick off over towards the entrance of A.
वो समझ में आया ही नहीं होगा कि भाई किधर से डैम्बी आके 2 मार गए.
On the A site, and he just swoops in from behind. Essentially 2 free kills.
और लास्ट में आईवी आके 2 मार गया.
That's beautiful. That is exactly.
मैं वही बोल रहा हूँ टाइम आउट लो भाई.
That means you know you nailed it.
Very well set up. So first time out of the season coming through. This Secret pump the brakes to try to get things back on the rails.
Yeah, I mean, I think maybe you have a read here with some of the Viper util that Nongshim was going to be pretty aggressive towards the C site with this double duelist comp that they've got, because you think about Nongshim, you think about Donby, you think about the open space that he loves to play around with that agent, but because of the ability for Nongshim to either avoid the resistance at long A or just outright win some of the battles, they can just keep going there, and A is such a difficult site to retake, especially with Team Secret's comp, because they don't have that extra layer of flashes, right? And so coming in there, you have to rely so heavily just on either getting the info from the Sova or just straight up gunplay.
Let's see what what the changes are going to look like off the back of that one.
We getting team comps?
Nothing. Check. Nothing left. Nothing right.
Nothing.
I rotate.
Just getting that realization right as we come back into the game here. That strike is coming through the garage.
We getting team comps? This is something great. फिर से IV एक मार दिया. भाई IV लर्क पे कितना मार रहा है?
Draw the attention, but Zerx does well to find the one kill, but it's all just so quickly tumbling.
और फ्रांसिस ने खींच के रखे है भाई साहब.
Massacres. Sylvan now 1v4 will be able to take that first step, but it's 3 more to go. Deliver incredible
खत्म.
flashes.
6-1. Will it be a 13-1 का score line?
In the treat they wanted, Nongshim maintain their vice grip on this half.
I mean, you can see some of the ideas here for Team Secret where they're trying to be a little quicker to react to this pressure, but again, it's the
IV कितना जल्दी जाता है गराज वाले लर्क के लिए.
from last round. This time, he's getting aggressive. He's taking that space right through
इतना fast.
expecting the util. And Kelly S was not prepared at all. And certainly going to be having a lot of fun. Ults are going to be into cycle for both squads. Francis has another dimensional drift.
हाँ भाई बोला.
Here is 10-10.
और इस बार तो फ्रांसिस की अल्टी के साथ साथ डाम्बी का अल्ट भाई डाम्बी ने यूज ही नहीं किया अभी तक अल्टी को.
Really nice extra piece of utility to have in the back pocket.
I always say लर्कर बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. केजे भाई तुम कितना लर्क कर रहे हो? वाट लगा के छोड़िए.
Ready to come through Francis. Okay, a little bit off timing on that TP. Sylvan
2v3.
but oh my god, the quick drawdown. Dambi finding the headshot. Look
खत्म कर दिया डाम्बी ने.
he's got
डाम्बी.
this little 4K shut out any hope of a thrifty.
His neon
Bro, the way these guys are playing is crazy.
works different than anybody else's. The way he's so
जाओ देखो डाम्बी कैसे मार रहा है.
okay, an oopsies from Francis, whatever. That was a bit of a set play, a little bit of misdirect. All's well that ends well here.
स्लाइड करके एक और मारा और 30 स्टन मिस किया तो चौथा एक और स्लाइड करके मार भाई.
Yeah, welcome back to the stage. Feeling damn good after that one. As TP forward, B looking to try to get himself up into heaven, but Sylvan
विफ
has it
किया.
out. So look back around the corner, reads it like a book, gives him a player advantage to start things off. Nongshim, however,
अब स्मोक से नहीं अपने पास.
is now making its way forward, so this has given enough time for all of Secret to get clustered together.
Yeah, and I mean, Ivy's got to be on lockdown duty here. And it's a good call here by Kelly S to be completely dialed in on this flank.
Watching for it, as there's the alarm bot given away. Nice shot from Kelly S.
इस बार लर्क को भी कर दिया ना
He's gonna try to make
भाई.
it work, but
डबल लर्क.
not allowing for that flank to come in. I know there's going to be a second layer. He reads it brilliantly. As Dambi will fall.
अच्छा राउंड निकाल दिए.
Able to find one, but nothing more.
अच्छा राउंड निकाल दी टीम सीक्रेट. अच्छा राउंड निकाल दी भाई.
Last giving themselves a second round win.
Look, if you can make this 7-5, 8-4 as Team Secret, you're still very much in the map.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a slightly attacker-sided favored map generally, especially with your opponent running double duelist and you not. You know, it's just a big question to me is some of the Viper ideas that are so critical and so crucial if you're going to run this Gen G comp is playing around that and using that to keep your opponents off balance, to keep them off guard, to surprise them. I haven't seen a lot of that yet. So they're relying a lot on contact plays. They're relying a lot on getting those opening kills or getting good reads early. And in those rounds, they've been able to do it. Sure, it works, but Nongshim is so sharp, it's not going their way often enough.
Let's go.
Oi,
Oi, oi, oi. Bro, the way these guys are playing.
And Nongshim very quickly reply with pace. They drop around and suddenly they just open up the floodgates.
5v3. जाओ अब सेव करो, भाग जाओ.
This is what you're looking for out of Nongshim. Finding that moment to hit the gas pedal, turn on the nitrous, just run at your opponents. You got a Yoru wall. Ooh.
एक भी फ्रैग देने का मन नहीं है.
That C site.
फ्रांसिस ने एक पकड़ा.
Unable to find the second. Kelly's does manage to survive. Maybe still on the hunt though.
Tries to get the second one. Dambi
Likely is going to lose his weapon.
picking.
See if he can win out the fight here versus Berserks.
ओ भाई वॉल गलत है. ए
Little pocket there, but the Berserks will be able to get the readjust. Finds the kill, but Kelly's taken down at the same time. Now we now 14.
एक ही गन मिला ना.
Shim hit an 8-2 scoreline.
Yeah, so this is all it takes is just Yoralt, Dombial gets the spot. Paranoia there as well on top of Sylvan, making it more difficult.
सब कुछ डाल दिया भाई.
All around from Nongshim. Just so dialed in right now.
Dambi का देखो, he is 14-4 right now.
As the operator lost as well for Secret.
भाई स्मर्फ कर रहा है VCT स्टेज पे.
Trying to get control. This A-long position. Fake out on that TP.
They really want to get the orb here. If you look over at Long A on the map,
बी चले आएंगे.
to get Jesse Bass the ult, they do. So that's great because the lockdown was available for Ivy. You get that tic-tac-toe counter in the ult department.
बोला मैं बी चले आएंगे.
They might not even use it here.
Just save it for the retake.
I think so. You've got to read on the positioning because you were so close to B already anyway. You can just wait this out. That's fine.
Sends it now. First pulse getting the hit. RB able to juke it out.
वो
He's back in the mid. So manages to keep himself
अब प्लांट हो गया. अल्टी यूज करवा दी.
And then once again going to be held at bay by that alarm bot.
Francis. Bro, these two duelists are mad.
Another. Sentence just trying to fight his way forward, but it's got two players to try to contend with.
डूम्बी और फ्रांसिस. भाई साहब क्या शॉट मारा है.
Just outdo him. Trade to the Neons. Sylvan strikes back for a little bit more, but now it's a 2v4 with time ticking away. Shock darts lobbed in. Jesse Bash needing to try to protect, but time is just already gone. They're not sticking to this. Just now committing for it. Cannot hit the transfer. The spring
नहीं हो पाएगा भाई, नहीं हो पाएगा.
is going to be Nongshim now, looking to maybe lock up a 10-2 half.
पैसा है?
Now it's just getting
पैसा भी नहीं है.
You're never able to get into a place to get a pit down or do anything about it because Francis just knocks Kelly S right on his butt. X-Ross able to win a nice battle there. Just got his aim.
ठीक है भाई, रिकॉन विफ किया तो 1v1 जीत गया.
For sure anyway.
오늘 리콤믹스 왜 이렇게 많이 나지?
And I mean, Nongshim is doing so much right. Not only is the shooting sharp, but they're aware of the the potential of a flank from 10-10. They've got their util in the right places for their big picture.
रिकॉन
ideas.
आया. 10-10 एक अल्टी से एक मारा. ओय 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 ओय.
Counter stun from the relay bolt does hold him back for now. Tries to get the slide across.
Trades.
Kelly S pushes forward, gets himself to lobby, and does manage to find value. So, player advantage here for the side of Team Secret as they look to try to close out the half with an
अब बात वो है
Doable.
कि 3v4 निकालना कैसे है.
Or Berserks.
judge here.
Hmm.
Spotted out a gun barrel.
सांस आ गई.
Far enough forward for that. Might be seemingly okay. I was going to say playing this patiently, but creep forward once again.
अल्टी.
Arriving, Kelly S drops the pit onto the C site. Ivy's looking the wrong way.
Patience.
Rings out. And now there's a second
Patience.
one. Oh, this is dirty.
Patience, patience and patience.
Finds one. TP's up and over the top. Gets a kill. He gets his ult. But would need to use that basically just to pick up the spike.
Way!
Okay, snaps on. Throwing to try to check forward. Smoke goes out. Try to make a go of this one. Another smoke available here in the next few seconds. Shock dart, however, could just end this one.
नहीं, बच गया.
Shallow. So Spike does get in play. Another smoke set up, and what a way
Whoa, whoa,
to
whoa.
kick off the stage. Barbie can close this out. Secret needing this round win. He plays it patiently. Has to pull the
चेक कर लिया रे. केजे ने चेक कर लिया.
Hubris dot strike as he will get taken down, and Team Secret managed to make this.
केजे नहीं चेक करता तो हो जाता. केजे ने चेक कर लिया. बर्सर्क ने चेक कर लिया.
Somehow Berserks realizes it and immediately just swings the corner and pre-fires it. He's like, nah, he's not on the site. There's no way he's over in garage. This guy's back flat. I'm taking him down. Great awareness from Berserks. A really cool round as well from Team Secret in terms of contesting the top of A.
मारा अच्छा भाई वो मुड़ के.
And behind that you have two judges at the entrances to garage and B.
अच्छा मार दिया बे हाफ टाइम.
That you're able to create there to force.
By the way guys, क्या लगता है इस बार कौन जाने वाला है फ्रॉम पैसिफिक टू ग्लोबल स्टेज? पहला ईयर का पहला ग्लोबल इवेंट, क्योंकि मास्टर सैंटियागो में टॉप 3 टीम्स जाएगी. मेरे को भाई कितने मैचेस है देख लो, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 ऊपर के मैचेस अपन गिन सकते हैं 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 12 4 16 2 18 2 20 1 21 1 22 24 26 28 29 30 31 30 31 मैचेस है भाई. मजा आने वाले मजे. और तुम लोग को चाहिए मैं EMEA करूं, मैं EMEA भी करने रेडी हूँ. प्लान वो हुए 10-10 पर एक्स क्रॉस और डाम्बी ने डुम्बी को यार टीम फ्लैश. भाई एक्स क्रॉस और डाम्बी पागल हो गए हैं.
Rotating over to try to reinforce this A site. Get them another pistol round win. And oh, they just don't have a read.
Timing पकड़ लेगा.
Such a fast draw.
Let's go.
IP just barely manages to find the kill. Right before that weapon could come.
आराम से NS निकाल गई है ये मैप तो. NS का है ये मैप पक्का.
Another pistol and now double-digit rounds hit for Nongshim.
It just took too long for all of that to materialize there, and that allowed Ivy to get over to the A site.
वो एक्स क्रॉस ने फंसा के रखा ना. ये देखो ये द वे एक्स क्रॉस वाज फाइटिंग बहुत क्रेजी था.
Even though 10-10 has some amazing plays, it just I don't think quite registered with them that Ivy would be over there yet in a spot to punish him. So that's again great calling, great reads from Nongshim.
I'd have even just been anticipating that the flank was going to be coming through, from the attacker side of the map.
Oh, that could be too, absolutely.
So, tough read.
Nice shot.
Scoped in as Francis shuts down 10-10. Very similar idea here at a lobby. Gonna rotate back in towards this though, is with a quick shot.
Nice shot, nice shot.
Francis
Nice.
is looking for our first ace of the season. Given the way that Dambi is bounding around, you know that he's going to look to try to play him in. He's found him. He's got him stunned into the corner.
Haha, ace दिलवाया.
Your Predator ace to go ahead and get Nongshim one step closer to closing out this map.
And that's what you just got to love about this Nongshim team is Dambi's already tops in the frag department, and he does not care. He's just like, yeah, I'm letting you do it, Francis. Come on.
For the cause.
Exactly.
3 तो अबे 4 तो
Clean stuff. We saw it in their attacker side.
स्टन करके पैरानोया मांग के बोलता है देर. भाई क्या मारा है लेकिन लेट्स गो बे.
And not looking good for Team Secret.
CD call. Francis posted on C. Shot.
Oh my god.
This guy is mad.
Let's see a second ace. Why not? Hits the tag. 10-10 taken low. Swings back out for the quick flick, but unable to find it.
Triple.
A little bit of a high-low setup here. Our Secret to bring Francis.
Triple peek. Ay, 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 ay.
Didn't even need the headshot. Styles on it. Looks for a little bit more. Has some reinforcements.
ये आदमी
Here on the C site.
रेड हॉट फॉर्म में चल रहा है इस मैप के अंदर.
Missed the opportunity potentially here to clean up a kill onto Jesse Bash. Swing out, and it will be Ivy at range with the Spectre. Get the spike now on the floor.
सेव करने का कॉल आ गया होगा. 5v2 है.
Barring.
It is kind of impossible.
Berserks and Kelly S looking to be a bonus converted. Dambi now bounding forward, Judge in hand, just looking for a target. I mean, he's just having
बेट करा दिया रे.
Zexros walking out of the mid. We'll find Berserks. And that leaves Kelly S once again to try to just retain this weapon.
खत्म.
The wrong way.
Flawless.
All that noise.
फ्लॉलेस बोनस एक फ्लॉलेस भाई. 2 मार दिया वो फ्रांसिस वो मार्श.
Get up to map point.
And it's another round. We saw this on the other side of the half for Team Secret, where they're
दोनों डुलिस्ट पागलपन हो गई है भाई दोनों डुलिस्टों में.
they just go for dry contact even with the double controller.
Both the duelists are having fun.
They just lose. I mean, you know there's a marshal on the other side. And they decide to challenge anyway. They pay the price. That's almost certainly map.
Both the duelists are having fun. Both.
And that's all it comes down to. You can't give Francis those opportunities.
ले
Big walk down from Nongshim, able to find one.
ले लो भाई.
10-10 gets dropped. Dambi not stopping yet. Chases forward, looks for a little bit more. The paranoia, however, is
यही है. फ्लैशेस सेटअप हो रहे हैं.
It's going to be taken down.
के लिए स्पॉन से नहीं निकल पा रहा.
And the one.
Meanwhile, Jesse,
Are you okay?
I'm okay.
Should I call an ambulance?
Not yet.
All right. Yes, Jesse. is-
डैम्बी इतना बेटर खेल रहा है
Dash put together there.
कि खेलिए स्पॉन से नहीं निकल पा रहा है. He is not moving from the spawn area.
Gone
Gone
around
after
the
their
world.
spawn.
Yeah.
And there's certainly no way that they read this.
No.
So it will be a bit of a rude awakening as Kelly S spotting out one.
Good trade.
Ross able to find that kill, so in with a player advantage.
2v1.
But Jesse ready to set up the plan.
कॉल आ गया है. ए पे प्लांट हुआ.
Thought he was gonna go for like the double bounce old tech.
He's playing on a short.
He's going to go all the way around.
But he's playing himself into a bad angle. It's not planted for.
Does he have a shock dart lineup for this even?
Even then, he's only got one shock dart.
Yeah, I know.
So now, yeah, has to come back through sewer. Just a quick check. Nothing spotted. Tap of the diffuse, not being stuck. And time is starting to get away from them. Jesse has an opportunity.
Oi.
He also has a guard.
Nice shot. So what if?
It's one hell of a headshot to go ahead and, well, not take this one down because they never held it down. So, in fact, it is going to be Team Secret winning out the round. A Red Bull clutch for Jesse Vash. And we play on.
Okay.
That is a round.
That was a round.
How intriguing.
I mean, the whole time, I'm just watching Jesse just keep going while the rest of his team is trying to hold on to their own damn spawn. I'm like, well, that works. A wry smile from, I believe now, the oldest player we have in VCT.
Probably.
I'm pretty sure, because
Angel moving to
coaching, yeah.
10-10 trying to get things jump-started here with the overdrive, but X-Frost
X cross bye.
shots.
He's having the ult. Francis is having the ult. दोनों का combo.
I mean, that's pretty much the whole spear. On here for Team Secret.
I mean, you're one away from Hunter's Fury. Could be.
रिटेक पे आराम से अल्टी कर सकते हैं दोनों मिलके. एक्स क्रॉस और फ्रांसिस.
They're just slow walking it right now. Not really doing much to keep Nongshim off balance. Again, you're just going to have to win some battles to throw the smoke there in front of Ivy. So it's pinned in the corner, but you see that he doesn't mind taking a timing.
Particularly the darts did clear out the alarm bots. So they have that early alert system, and right now they're not making any noise. Just be spotting out these nano swarms. Berserks, however, is a solid read of this.
जाने दे रहे हैं.
Two nanos there. So if they clear one, that alerts him. He can pop the second. It doesn't matter. He saw.
Saw him, but he's not ready for Sylvan. So nanos be damned. It's the one used. Completely avoided. Team Secret. Get back into a 4v4. It looks like they're not going to be done with this map quite just yet.
Ulti.
Francis wants to try to bring this one to an end right here.
Nice.
Right now, Dambi playing off that intel, able to find the one.
Nice.
Just Fury pulls just a hair off, being able to find the tag. Others do end up going wide. It's going to be Nongshim now, re-establishing player advantage for themselves. Dambi is just a man,
Hey.
and he manages to find Berserks. Hunter's Fury now going to be coming through. The stick already held the half. Sylvan able to find one. Francis gone. Sylvan with a third. RB dead.
भाई
Secret play on.
not 1-1.
Round win.
I mean, the Hunter's Fury got there eventually and was very impactful. Sylvan, a nice job with that Guardian. It's just nasty stuff, though, from X-Ross. The readjustment at the end of the slide. Able to wait it out just long enough. Great read here from Team Secret and Sylvan. After getting the confirmation on both of those nanos, you can see they were just kind of slow walking near them. They could obviously hear them at that point. I said, this feels like a trap. Sylvan watched the garage window. He read it very nicely. Still that veteran presence coming through for Team Secret, but still a hell of a long way to go.
Both shocks lobbed out right at the start of the round, but a lot of damage suffered by 10-10, down to 57 HP as Berserks. Squarebot cleared. Francis
Nice shot.
swooping in, just no way to know how many people were just there around the corner.
Love that bait and switch. That's what you love to see from Nongshim.
Still a ways away though. It's going to be two trying to
Nice
hold
shot.
once again is able to find 10-10 mid slide.
एक नंबर.
Pop takes out Sylvan. He wants to bring this map to its conclusion. Jesse just getting
ओए नाइस.
down, Ivy able to collect
क्या अबे कैली फिर दो
have to be an
अबे लास्ट में बच के 2-2 3-3 मार देता है.
Spike still on the floor. The drone ensuring that he's boxed in.
Might have hurt Francis there.
खत्म. GG 5-13.
It's going to be X-Ross to get them over the line. 13-5. Nongshim
मैं पानी का बॉटल लेके आया गाइस. तुम लोग ये देखो, मैं कैम ऑफ कर रहा हूँ, पानी का बॉटल लेके आ रहा हूँ. I am bringing the water bottle, guys. Wait. है भर के लेके आता हूँ.
I think it's not going to be the debut that you would be wanting to see if you want to be optimistic about Team Secret's chances throughout the rest of the season. But Nongshim, I mean, it's the quintessential comp that you'd expect from them. Dambi's running around.
Guys, those who are watching, make sure to hit that like and subscribe. भाई साहब मैं बोला ना, डैम्बी फ्रांसिस एक्स-क्रॉस ने तो लास्ट में जो मारा है ना सेकंड हाफ के अंदर पिस्टल से लेके एंड तक, एक जो 1v1 का राउंड जो मारा उसके बाद डिफ्यूज नहीं हुआ वो अलग चीज भाई, लेकिन एक्स-क्रॉस बहुत अच्छा मारा है. इवन आईवी के लर्क्स इंपॉर्टेंट थे. के लिए इसको मिले फ्रैग्स, लेकिन एग्जिट ज्यादा मिली थी. मोस्टली एग्जिट से मिल रहे थे. प्रॉब्लम ये थी कि 10-10 चला नहीं बस, और डबल कंट्रोलर खेल रहे हो तो उस हिसाब से डिफेंस स्ट्रॉन्ग होना चाहिए. डिफेंस का तो क्या ही पर खच्चे फाड़ के रख दिए थे
on
डैमी और
outside,
फ्रांसिस ने
the
मिलके.
absolute ceiling of 10-10 and Berserks, and you got the floor instead. And the setups were very unimaginative on defense. Like, I wanted to see the horizontal wall across front B and A to enable them to be able to actually flood. We didn't actually even see any B side after plants. It was mostly just AC from
X-Ross का first game था सो पे.
honestly, I think it was often that wall through garage across the C side, and it didn't really feel like it helped Team Secret hold too much or flood.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I want to see them adjust. If you're getting beat on A, let's move the wall to A. Let's
भाई इसका जैकेट मेरे को बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है ब्राउन वाला.
had the reads. So
जो भी नया है यार, make sure to hit that like and subscribe.
that was their own map pick.
Yeah, but that's where you can also see where they're a little bit uncomfortable. But on the side of Nongshim, they were very, very comfortable. And for, you know, Nongshim's new guy, X-Ross, he was shutting down
on the
10-10
server.
so much.
Yeah, we just saw that lower third there. He was, in fact, his first game on Sova. I felt like he played very, very well. That's a very solid debut for him.
Yeah, I don't think he necessarily needed to do too much, but I was surprised.
ये
actually beat
एक
the
मिनट
choice.
गए, अभी ये देखने से बेटर है अपन चलते हैं इधर देखते हैं. हाँ, मैं ये बोल रहा था अपन यही देखने वाले थे. अब देखो नोंगशिम और टीम सीक्रेट के अंदर नोंगशिम निकाल जाएगी, दैट इज फॉर श्योर. जेटा और फुल सिंस में जेटा वर्सेस फुल सिंस के मैच का देखते हैं क्या लिखा जो का है भाई. फुल सिंस में लिविथान था, प्रीमी जित बॉयज और खेलुआ है. इधर हनी बनी, एको, एप्सॉल, शुगर जीरो, पूरा टीम नया बनाया है बे. एको, शुगर जीरो चलो पुराना है. एक्सडिल, एप्सॉल, हनी बनी किसमें था भाई. अच्छा, जेटा की अकेडमी लाइनअप में था, वहां से उठा है. एको जिंजी में कब था रे एको. जेटा का स्टैंड इन रह चुका है, बहुत सारी टीम्स में पहले खेल चुका है, लेकिन वो सारी जापान की टीम्स थी, ऐसी बड़ी टीम में नहीं खेला कोई. एप्सॉल, इसको भी स्टैंड इन दिया था. डेटोनेटर एकेडमी और मुराश गेमिंग कौन सी हुई भाई, नाम ही नहीं सुना मैंने. So Zeta, एक सेकंड गाइस, थोड़ा सा एक्चुअली दूसरी जगहों पे भी इन्वेस्टेड हूँ मैं, तब भी मैं स्ट्रीम्स नहीं कर पा रहा था, लेकिन अब आई ट्राई टू डू एवरीथिंग। मैं सब पता है एक साथ मैनेज करने की ट्राई कर रहा हूँ अब। चलो गाइस, काम कर लिया हमने, पोस्ट मैच सुनते हैं।
Give me an interesting comp. Let's try something new on the side of Secret, because if you just play your standard game, we've seen how well Nongshim can deal with that.
And Team Secret was so good at that in previous Pacific years, right? They would have those scrappy rounds. Jesse Vash suddenly aces and the team is back up. But now we're seeing Team Secret pulling up the waylay on 10-10.
Okay, so double duelist, little bit different. We spoke. Who is going to play that double duelist? Looks like it's Kelly S on that Yoru. This is a definitely bit of a different look. I like this. It's a bit more surprising.
सीक्रेट स्पेल हुई, डैम भी नियॉन से हटता नहीं है, फ्रांसिस योरू से हटता नहीं है।
We see once again X-Ross will play the initiator role, so I wonder if that's a permanent role swap now for Nongshim that they've bedded in during the off season, and we'll see how it works out for them. This will be their map pick, and once again they are just going for comfort rather than what fits the meta, which is what Team Secret are going for, but I'm not necessarily sure it fits their players.
Yeah, and now you're seeing Jesse Vash on the fade. Of course, on this map, sometimes he's forced the Sova, but this time it's going to be the fade. We're going to see if it changes this time around for Team Secret, or if Nongshim is just going to take this first series
भाई
of
साहब
Pacific.
क्या चल रहा है, बट ये 2-0 हो जाएगा।
As we step into split over to Paperthin and Achilles.
Thank you very much. Here we go. Split to see if Team Secret are going to be able to rally back, take this over to Breeze. Map that we have not seen on the Pacific stage in quite some time. Let's see if we can manage it. As I'm interested to see Dambi, of course, continue to play Neon, but especially on Split.
नोंगशिम जीतेगा ही
He's one
रे,
of the few on the planet.
हो गया, नोंगशिम जीतेगा ही, दैट इज फाइनल। 6 लोग देख रहे हो गाइस, मेक श्योर टू हिट दैट लाइक एंड सब्सक्राइब। मैच नंबर 2 इज गोइंग टू बिगिन, एक्चुअली मैच नंबर 2, मैच नंबर 1 इज गोइंग टू बिगिन। काफी ज्यादा मजे कर रहे हैं अपन, एंड वोट्स डाल दो, लाइक कर दो, सब्सक्राइब कर दो। डिफेंस पे स्टार्ट कर रही है ना नोंगशिम इस बार। 10-10 entered, रिकॉन गया।
Look at the bait being taken here, though. Full rotations coming through. Nongshim completely abandoned.
भाई ये खाली करवा दिया, ये देखो।
Side of the map. So hear that waylay entry, and that allows for Team Secret to just quietly walk forward. But the longer they wait, yeah, it is starting to get a sense. And now full call to rotate back, and this is going to be
ये वापस पीछे जाने वाले हैं क्या?
in a row. 4 players ready to try to flood a retake as they hear the tap.
ये वापस पीछे नहीं जा रहे। स्टन, केली एक मार दिया, केली 2 मारा। केली
back an elbow, but able to escape. RB's able to
भाई,
find the one. Francis now
अरे ना dude,
takes out Jesse Bash, but RB's gone.
hell ना X-Cross,
X-Cross rather turning back, finding Sylvan. Does
2v1.
fall to Berserks.
मांडी, हेवन देखो।
Swing ready from elbow. Francis to try to clutch it, and a player still up.
लाला हेवन।
10-10 will be able to put him down, and Team Secret will get their first pistol.
Hello, well I'm
in
gonna
2026.
support.
Yeah, it's just a
if I
nice
support
fake
Delhi.
sell that looked like it might be on a knife's edge there for a
Yes.
moment in terms of the timing.
मुश्किल है।
when they're able to
The
get
way
that
they
spike
played
down,
in
get
the
into
first
those
map
great
मुश्किल
positions,
है,
but
पूजा।
Nongshim took
That's
a pause,
very tough actually.
and opted to wait the
जो
plant
फर्स्ट
out
मैप में हुआ है ना,
and then
वो
try to
देख
go
के
for a
बहुत
player
ज्यादा
around
टफ
elbow,
लग रहा है।
not anticipating that Team Secret was going to be able to get a player tucked into that
बाकी है
corner
दोनों।
already. That basically cost them the round.
But they're playing double duelist.
Minor
पिछले मैप में they were
miscommunication
playing
there,
double
Dambi
controller.
diving into elbow when you got power check
Kapal.
at the same angle. Seems like you should
2-0 start तो होना ही
absolutely
है।
be splitting those. rushing in ahead of the util. Looking like Bren for a bit. As slide forward, Dambi will be able to
gets
find one at the same time.
one.
Did manage to take out Ivy, so open B site, 3 players. Try to turn this one around, but Team Secret very well poised to go ahead and get the anti-eco.
Man.
As whole lines up for the collat.
Let's see.
Jesse Vash claiming 2.
For
Build
sure,
up towards that nightfall.
Dambi can get 1 or 2. अगर एक या 2 मारता है
here at all. As long as you don't give over one of those other guns.
ऊपर गया. Wow.
This is totally fine for Team Secret.
Shot re Kelly.
Nice one there from Kelly S. Team Secret fairly clean. Themselves that 2-0 start.
Kelly was playing in G first. G में इतना नहीं perform कर पा रहा था. भाई ऐसा क्यों होता है कि जी से बंदे जाने के बाद इतना अच्छा परफॉर्म करने लगते हैं कि लगता है छोड़ा क्यों हमने उन प्लेयर्स को. स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम 1 ईयर या हमारा कोरियन जेट टेक्सचर एवरीबॉडी वाज प्लेइंग गुड. हमारी टीम के अंदर हमने उनको शायद टाइम नहीं दिया. एक सीजन में ज्यादा जज कर लिया पता नहीं.
Must have seen 10-10 there.
Yeah, got some damage into him. Certainly be worse for wear, so still able to get into the mix of things.
I was gonna say only a Guardian here.
I don't know.
Can't quite get the full rifle buy. Making his presence known. Again, they're looking for those baits. Trying to set up for that top of ramp angle. Instead, they're just gonna keep pushing.
Bro, they are waiting. They are waiting. They are waiting. ये wait करना काम आया. 3v2.
Catastrophe now for Nongshim. Still a chance to close it out, but that is already so much damage suffered.
Yeah, I mean, Nongshim has the read, but they're still so far behind him because of Berserks. The Berserks would have to really overstep here. Give Nongshim
लागी स्ट्रीम चॉपी लग रही है बे इनकी.
Hurdle in this retake. Doesn't look like. Let's see if they just want to press on this. Ooh, the timing there. Saw Sylvan, but couldn't do anything about it.
Would have been a nice shot, but unable to find it. So still 3 players strong here.
Elbow.
Team Secret now in the post plant.
Snake bite जाने दो.
Paranoia still yet available for RB.
For sure, ऐसा पक्का पता रहेगा कि एक आधा तो elbow mark करेगा ही करेगा. दोनों flashed है.
Jump back spotted out those players, but Sylvan now looking to utilize this smoke against them. Just TPs up into the top. Ivy able to steady it for 1, but Sylvan now striking.
NT हो गया. NT हो गया.
3K for the Viper and 3 rounds now. 1 for Team Secret as they get the bonus converted.
Oh boy. All right. Starting to see some really nice things here from Team Secret. This is all about the beginning of the round, getting that read onto Nongshim's tendencies. Finally, it took a long time. They read that bait and switch extremely well. They realized that that Guardian making some noise, showing some presence. Wasn't anything but a bit of a ruse to try to set up a punch. And Berserks and company handle it very nicely. Him and Kelly has a great job there.
मजा आ रहा है मैच देखने में लेकिन I'm supporting NS लेकिन ठीक है.
Well, we're back on script. Dambi has a Bucky. Jump peek, Ivy will have spotted him out, so Saturate going to be lobbed in by 10-10.
मेरे को scream choppy क्यों लग रही है मेरे को वो नहीं पता.
Close, so not really getting himself into Bucky range. Just tucks back at alley. Waiting to rescale forward as sees us connect.
Dambi gets 2.
Oh no.
Uh-oh. The wheels are coming off as Francis gets the headshot on the Jesse.
Dambi!
Door is slammed shut. The Spike now stranded in the site.
Spike भी give away हो गई है.
Clone chase forward confirms Outlaw still here.
खाली hold
dialed
करना है.
in on the angle. There is no need for Nongshim to go pushing.
Spike give away हो गई है.
Attempt to cut through heaven, but
अब सिर्फ स्मोक करते रहो, जिंदा रहो, राउंड है.
10-10 very aware that somebody could be in that.
वापस रिप्ले दिखाओ रे.
Fishing behind the box. Well, gets closer.
और लेने दिए इस बार. Oh, shot.
RB going to be taken down. 10-10 able to find 1.
अरे बाबा.
He's still here. Gets himself a 3rd. Swaps over now to the Phantom, but Francis just
Dambi being Dambi भाई. क्या मारता है ये आदमी?
It's going to be a thrifty for Nongshim to get themselves on the board.
There's nobody that does it better than Dombi. This is why you're happy to maybe take an agent that isn't optimal on this map and put it on a player who's so damn good at it. Look at the timing there too. So well read. Again, disrespecting that snake bite. They don't care at all. Now Francis has an op. Dombi with his ult. Some things to consider. Francis push pretty far forward. Pings are coming out though from Team Secret right in his direction, so seems like they're somewhat aware of this possibility. Francis gonna try to challenge it anyway.
Bit of noise made there on the exit as 10-10 going in deep, but only takes Astros down to 7. Can't quite confirm the kill with that shorty. Not being able to confirm that bites them in the rear or not.
पूजा खुश तो बहुत हो गए तुम.
Still really nice. You have the ult there for 10-10 as well. So the very worst ability to clear space.
अबे लेकिन डामी बहुत अच्छा मारा बे वो टाइम पे. और ये लोग स्लो डाउन कर रहे हैं. They are making NS to push out to them. और जब NS push कर दिए लोग फायदा उठा के राउंड निकाल रहे. Francis having that op actually. पुश करना तो नहीं चाहिए. अब फ्रांसिस को 1-2 फ्रांसिस मार ही सकता है.
Francis be committed here in this position, but as that smoke does bloom, takes away his angles. Convergent path's going to be sent out.
Dambi. X-Ross gets one. Okay. एक ही मिला रे. 2v3.
It's only rewarded with one kill. Player advantage.
फंस गए. What did I say, brother? Yeah, dude, it is like that.
RB and Ivy have their work cut out for him, and yep, he will just go ahead and commit it. I'm going to be spotted there. It ended up being false information, though.
Yeah, exactly. Ivy just on the outside of it.
Oh.
Nice shot.
I mean, RB still able to get the readjust. Makes the TP.
90.
Now going to be caught. RB still posted up top.
भाई ब्रीज दिखेगा अपने को.
Does not look winnable.
Dude, we'll get to see breeze. पहले ही दिन best of 3 में 3 maps.
Keep themselves in the lead and stretch it a little bit further.
And a big thing here for Team Secret is compared to Haven, the controller play, the smokes look so much better. The coordination
Perfect
is so much better here for them. They're able to cut off these angles. Okay,
क्या था ये?
Right through the toxic screen. Just one taps.
भाई वो शॉट क्या था?
There's a player there on the outside.
इनकी एक गोली टकले पे कैसे लगती है मेरे को वो बताओ.
Starting to get it going, starting to get a feel for it. Still able to
हमारी गोलियां नहीं लगती टकले पे.
Towards Ivy's end to make sure they can get it. Give him just a stinger. Sylvan with just a bulldog for Team Secret. Now a big presence shown towards mid for Nongshim. And again, now Team Secret is always looking for these early kind of trap plays or trick plays that Nongshim has been showing us, that they've been looking for. It's not in this direction.
Be able to put, yeah, 2 and
He
2
took the
together
shot, he came
before the
back.
shot came through. Prowler spotted one direction, shots came out from another, so you know that they're just keeping it
दे
protected.
एक को देखा है. 2 देख लिए.
Now the exec onto A. Slowed up as the relay.
कॉल आया होगा एक साइड के अंदर है. शॉट मिस कर गया रे फ्रांसिस. लेकिन Dambi gets one.
Sylvan, however, can't quite say the same. Let's get struck down.
फंस जाएगी. ये राउंड है NS का. NS पे अल्टिया भी है. फ्रांसिस की अल्ट पे राउंड निकल सकता है.
Nice little timing.
पीछे Dambi ने अल्टी मारी है. But 10-10 gets 3. Okay. Damage control भाई.
Now spotted in the plant, not for him. No util to try to delay this one, just has to win it out, has to take the fights, and
Ah!
He's going for the widest swing of them all. May just still yet
भाई
guns. Looks like the
ट्रोल कर दिया.
by Ivy in the last moments, but Nongshim certainly did.
एम टकले पे होता है उनका.
Yeah, I like the response here from Team Secret.
तो धोती खोद रहा है.
They throw a ton of util at elbow. They're just trying to stop Dombi as best as they can there. You can see even out in the open, 10-10 still able to find one and get back to safety.
अच्छा मारा भाई, टेंटेन ने पोजी अच्छा पकड़ा उधर से, बैक साइड से,
They do, they get the round.
स्क्रीन के पीछे से मस्त मारना चालू किया.
You can hear it in their comms. They knew that was on a knife's edge there for a moment.
But over and out
Agdiya.
now. 10-10 taken low, but Berserk's just
किधर से मारते रे 2-2-3-3.
finds two. Dalby trying to wrangle with the
Agdiya.
judge, but just like that, I mean, this round is over.
नहीं निकाल सकता है आईवी.
It's only one kill found for Nongshim.
छोड़ो, क्या निकालेगा?
Just a little bit of a information gathering mission there for 10-10.
पूरा विफ कर दिया, पूरा.
Ivy.
बरसक के 2 किल देखने मेरे को तो.
Just not doable. Not a lot of money behind it, the rest of his team, so it has to just be a save.
Heard a footstep. It's back. We'll be able to make it somewhat more costly here for them, but cannot recover the operator this time. Solid punish and patient play. Team Secret themselves up now 5-2. Not allowing for Nongshim to string any of this together, and we see that that's going to be a timeout call now from the Nongshim camp.
It just feels like, you know, Team Secret's done their homework on this map. They have some pretty good reads on the tendencies of Nongshim here. Compared to Haven, you know, again, the timing of the utility is better. Their reaction to some of the positionings. We've had multiple kills through that toxic screen right at the front of A. So that means they kind of are reading into the tendencies. Even if it is a little bit lucky, you know, you're choosing those positions to spray for a reason. You've seen stuff in the tape. They're putting it to darn good use. And what a nice start. And again,
By the way guys, 1 मिनट और. By the way लाइव कितने सालों बाद हो, कोई तो WhatsApp यूज कर रहा है. एक बात बताओ, why this? Yeah, it is very low. मैं जहाँ से देख रहा हूँ, it is very low. WhatsApp यूज हो रहा है. Actually काम चल रहा है रे, थोड़ा सा रुको, थोड़ा सा अपडेट मार लेता हूँ. ये कौन सी एंट्री है भाई? अब ठीक दिखना चाहिए क्योंकि अब मेरे इधर से इट्स परफेक्ट. द थिंग इज 2-3 चीजें मैंने साथ में करनी पड़ रही है. लाइव हो रहा है कम से कम 2 महीने बाद. ये 2 नहीं, एक्चुअली 2 ज्यादा हो गए. अब रेगुलर होंगे. रेड आर्म भी गिर गया. ये अल्टी क्यों की? अबे ये अल्टी लेकिन करी क्यों? हक दिया ना.
Thrifty not to be this time. Team Secret will go ahead, maintain control, at least guaranteeing parity at the half. As Sylvan.
This ulti was not needed. Actually not needed.
Yeah, the playbook here looking really nice.
Was he using 720? Auto पे 720 हो गया था. 1080 ही था, auto पे 720 हो गया था.
All on his like knee and thigh.
Yeah.
How did that kill?
Domby's Bucky just works different. That's just all there is to it.
मेरे को एक चीज नहीं समझ में आई, इस राउंड में अल्टी करके क्या मिला ये लोग को?
Well, it is here too.
His is buckshot.
डैम्पिंग एक मार के मर गया था. फ्रांसिस क्लोज पहुंच नहीं पाता.
What is it?
One is used for
ट्राई क्या कर रहे थे?
one is used to take down deer.
Yeah, but they're both like spread pellets, right?
Yes, I will explain
अबे
this to you later, but
एक स्लो डाउन आएगा.
once again, dire straits and rough starts, but RB eventually able to track 10-10's location. Finds him.
1:1 का ट्रेड है लेकिन आरबी बहुत लो है.
And a lot of damage suffered.
Okay. You've still got the pit there on both sides, but a little bit you would think advantage Team Secret if they could get to it. That's an awkward position.
भाई क्या देख रहा है?
Trying to see where that haunt was going to be coming through and Kelly
पगला है क्या रे?
robbing them blind.
हॉन्ट बाद में देख ले, वैसे ही मार देंगे तेरे को.
And Nongshim look completely frazzled.
नेक्स्ट गेम आ सकता हूँ डीसी. आजा. इको में राउंड निकला तो, लेकिन निकलने का चांस किधर था?
Position to be in there for Ivy.
और इस राउंड में आईवी क्या कर रहा था? रिकॉन देख रहा है, रिकॉन किधर से आ रही है? हेवन तो उसका लौंडा देख तो रहा है. हेवन एक बंदा था तो हेवन एक बंदा देख रहा है, उसको ये एंगल होल्ड करना है सिर्फ क्लोज वाला, रिकॉन वो वैसे भी हो जाएगा। दोनों एक दूसरे के मैप्स तोड़ने पे लगे हुए हैं। स्प्लिट नोंगशिम का है, नोंगशिम पीछे चल रही है, हेवन सीक्रेट का था, सीक्रेट दिखी नहीं थी मैप में। इस मैप में नोंगशिम के साथ वो हाल है, नोंगशिम नहीं दिख रही पूरे मैप के अंदर। इको में राउंड निकलने जैसा नहीं था रे इससे पिछले वाले में। कौन देख रहा है?
Kelly's was going to be that far forward already. Again, I like it from Team Secret, taking a little bit of a page out of Nongshim's book, disrespecting the utility. And the ult cycle, not great for Nongshim.
उधर 4 अल्टी है, 5वीं सिर के एक और दूर है.
But just the phantom, couple phantoms, he doesn't feel like he wants to invest it just yet.
Probably able to get spotted. I mean, that's 2 players' position confirmed.
Exactly.
8-4 तो करना ही पड़ेगा. नोंगशिम को 4 राउंड चाहिए हाफ में अगर मैप जीतना है तो. 4 राउंड के बाद पिस्टल जीतना पड़ेगा, एंटी को जीतना पड़ेगा, तो एक 6-8 होगा. फिर एक एक करके राउंड्स निकाल सकते हैं, लेकिन अब भी कंटिन्यूअसली 4 राउंड्स चाहिए.
Make a go of it there, other than maybe sending 10-10 out on a waylay mission. But instead, they're just going to try to go back in towards A. A lot of success in this direction throughout this half for them. So if it ain't broke, don't make it broker.
Who's next? That famous saying.
Yeah.
Kelly's is going to try to maybe sell this a little bit as a fake. TP's back across. There's the entry now coming through.
मैं इन्हें को ही कर रहा हूँ. I am. Oh shot! Nice one, रे Francis. मैं एनएस को कर रहा हूँ, एनएस को कर रहा हूँ.
Both hit the floor. That's the duelist now gone. Weapon going to be scooped up. Francis disrespects him. Walks through the wall, finds another kill for his troubles.
हग दिया.
Time is starting to get away from them. 18 seconds. Having to push forward. They have to just run in. They have no idea where these players have got scattered to. They just have a crossfire.
बचा लिया राउंड.
An effective thrifty going over to Nongshim. Find themselves a 3rd round win and a half.
And this is all just a really nice macro read from Nongshim.
10 लाइक करो बे, 10 लाइक करो जल्दी.
They can't get anything going towards mid, so it's just a group up and push towards O8, and that's
ये एक्चुअली पोजी अच्छी थी, जो फ्लावर पॉट वाली पोजी थी वो बढ़िया थी.
These crossfires set up. Again, if you can't get them with the bait and switch in towards their half of the map, set up on your side and work it there. Worked it nicely.
फ्रांसिस और डैम भी अटैक में मारना पड़ेगा. मिड अल्टी की इसको मैं.
एक मिनट कॉल आ रहा है. In the back pocket or Team Secret to play around with. Still no Viper's Pit from Ivy.
Virgin Path sent, but no one getting caught. Ambi looking, trying to find an opener here, but Francis able to find one. Extra's going to be traded out, but Dambi now. Oh, so we're on the opposite side of the site, able to find Berserk. Jesse Bash going to be taken down. Francis gets himself a second. Sylvan will be taken out, and that is going to be 10-10.
माला ना मेरे को गाइस. थोड़ा अभी एफडअप चल रहा है, लेफ्ट राइट चल रहा है.
And oh, it's actually Dambi.
Let's go.
Down on the site, who actually comes away with the kill. Not even RB.
4-7. मैं बोला ना एटलीस्ट 4-8 तो चाहिए ही चाहिए.
But still, again, Nongshim.
अरे यार क्या है भाई, मेरी तरफ से नहीं है ये लोडिंग.
Starting to make those adjustments. RB starting to find his footing with the IG.
मेरी तरफ से नहीं है ये लोडिंग.
A pullback, expecting the alt dump. And, you know, if you have anybody who's going to absorb those ults, it's Dambi. You want to be the one doing that. He's the one who can take that pressure and still cause problems. There you go, just that tight angle there for Dambi. But it's avoiding that convergent path. And you don't mind if you give a little bit away to the
Amen पे अल्टी खींचा, mid नहीं control ले रहे.
As I do love that we can just toggle off the pit now. As at the lockdown the angle.
Shot, hopper diff.
Able to find 10-10, just drifts in. Dambi's got the judge, the overdrive. He can turn it up to 11 very quickly, should the team call for it.
Especially with X-Ross here.
Flashing.
Flash forward, X-Ross does get struck down, but Dambi chases
Dambi
in,
gets
finds
Hey, Dambi!
Jump shot of the overdrive.
क्या try कर रहा था Dambi?
Deserve to get your head taken up for that one. Jesse will be able to go ahead and clean it up, but RB on the repeat finds Sylvan, keeps it in with a player advantage.
Dambi try क्या कर रहा था?
From Francis. I mean, Berserks is watching for it, but the timing here.
ओए गन दिख गई.
Gun barrel.
गन दिख गई.
There's the information that Nongshim needed. The slow creep up, and they are not reading anyone being on their tail this quickly. Spot on the one. There's the headshot. Sees the other Berserks.
Nice.
For that second
Nice.
won't be able to make it happen. So 7-5. Nongshim very belabored, but they do manage to rescue this half a bit.
That might be enough. I mean, you have to think again. Attacker side favored potentially with these comps that both of these teams are running. This is just look at Jesse.
Just got the weapon out.
He heard the ult. He's like, "Oops, better get my gun."
If he kept trying to go for that util,
he's dead.
Yeah.
Well, at least
maybe not from the overdrive.
Half time.
He would have taken quite a bit of damage, and who knows, the round could have been over all the faster for Nongshim. But 7-5 at the half. Team Secret. Curious if they're going to be able to get themselves a second pistol, take that first step from the defender side towards trying to send this over to Breeze, because I have no clue what to really expect getting into that map.
No, I mean, you know, we've seen a little bit of it in the other regions, but we haven't seen what the teams in Pacific are going to do with it, with the changes to it. I can pretty well guarantee that you're going to see Neon from Nongshim, but
yeah, that's
a
I think
guarantee.
that they probably just end up running Neon Yoru again.
I think so.
Feels pretty likely.
अब 3 घंटे no work.
For me, are you running like
भाई साहब,
Yoru
बस
or
अब
something like
अबे इन लोग का फोटो शूट कितना प्यारा होता है बे.
Jet map, although you can make arguments for some of the others. I think Neon's just as good, but you know, what is 1010 truly comfortable with? Where is, you know, we've seen him in the limited amount of opportunities we've had in Pacific with 1010 that he plays a fair amount of Neon. He seems comfortable.
बाकी बताओ गाइस क्या चल रहा है जिंदगी में?
But, you know, again, that Neon v Neon battle did not go his way on Haven. Is that something you're going to want to lean into again? Anyway, that's the next map. This map, good adjustments on both sides. I mean, map to map, good adjustments from Team Secret, starting to read those tendencies from Nongshim, and then Nongshim starting to get the reads on how Team Secret is going to want to play their half. Oh my God.
Well, looking for a very quick hit here on the pistol. Stun connecting. Dambi able to find Kelly S.
He's moving around in his seat like he's racing.
कैसे भागता है रे ये डम्बी?
The way that he operates.
हक दिया सिल्वन के सामने आईवी ने.
Sylvan able to survive, gets knocked down to 20 health. Berserks over from Ali, sends out a couple shots, and Dambi, you know,
अबे तो कभी-कभी मेरे को ऐसा लगता है कि ट्रोल करके वापस आता है.
back, plays it safe.
I love those little angles they take.
Oh.
Francis gets one and done.
Finds 10-10, but Jesse Bash trades it. 3v3 now. Smoke it set up, and RB just drifts it around.
Saw the gun.
There it is, the push forward. It's the near 180 turnaround.
क्या बैठे ये लोग smokes के अंदर?
Pistol here for Nongshim, 3-1 in that regard. Now just one round separating the two squads.
And this round is one of those rounds that it's not just about the kills from Dambi, but it's about his movement. It's about his ability to create chaos. Initial disrespect of the util from Team Secret. Finds the stun, finds the kill. Then is holding
क्या बैठे ये लोग smokes के अंदर?
Alley, where he knows that if a player crosses and somebody from Team Secret shoots, he has an opportunity. He doesn't capitalize, but he at least backs them off. Then he's just dancing around the bottom of heaven, just creating complete chaos. And Team Secret just doesn't know what to do with it. They try to group up to try to force the issue, and instead it just plays right into Nongshim's hands.
No sheriffs, no bandits in hand here for Team Secret.
हाँ, done.
Classics.
भाई साहब एक तो इतना काम एक साथ क्यों करना रहता है?
Francis got an ace with this Marshall in the first.
एक मार्शल एस पहले मार चुका है ये लौंडा.
Oh, how deadly he's going to be with it.
I'm ready.
They're all rotating away from him. They're actually getting funneled right into Dambi, who's got a judge at the top of vents. This could get bloody as X-Ross pulling some attention in from behind.
They're just
अबे 3-4 पीक करेंगे क्या मतलब निकलेगा?
Just overwhelm this bulldog. They do manage to get the one. Is okay.
और डैम भी उधर से चढ़ा, फ्रांसिस फिर भी 3 मारा। फ्रांसिस का पक्का है, एक एंटी को मैं तो मारना ही है मार्शल से उसको 3-4।
Right up at 7-7.
still huge though for Nongshim, not giving the ability for Team Secret to die to the spike. And on top of that, you're funneling a ton of orbs into Francis to get that dimensional drift going quicker. So valuable on this attacker's side, especially for a team like Nongshim. They really rely on that coordination with their util in particular.
나이스.
Yep, I agree.
아이고 정렘.
Bring them down.
아이고 바시. 예. 아니면 또 이민.
Comms.
볼라.
Comms.
Oh, well, there's a slide forward. Domby giving him the bad news. Immediately finds Jesse Vash. Francis
भाई ये डैम भी जिस तरीके से घुसता है ना, मेरे को वैसा नियॉन चाहिए मेरी टीम में घुसने के लिए।
These are the things that you have to be ready for going up against this team.
सपोर्ट देने के लिए मैं रेडी है।
Just getting, they smoked mid out of their mouths when they're getting kicked in the teeth over on the A site.
They got to try to push elbow. That judge on the opposite side. Peek of the TP, and it's just going to be a call to save made here by Team Secret, nice and early.
8-7, Nongshim in lead. Let's go.
Bolster the economy as much as they can for the second half. Dobby, however, might go chasing forward for a bit, or just rotate back, scoop up a different weapon. Looks like it's going to be the latter.
Nongshim का 2-0 है भाई लोग।
Nongshim gaining the lead now 8-7. First time in the driver's seat here on split.
Sylvan,
Goodbye.
yep. RB just never even checked. Freebie it over to Sylvan, but not a big deal for Nongshim, who call a change of pace. Just run at him. And again, it's kind of funny to me that, you know, we're listening into the comms while this is going on, because you can hear just, this is so fast and so unexpected. We don't even get to hear Team Secret really register it, really even be able to call anything in the moment to do anything about it, because they're trying to figure out what that smoke and mid, what those setups mean, and it's over. The round is done.
Round is done when Dambi is into the elbow with the judge, killing one person and पूरा साइड सिक्योर कर लिया। एक ही सेकंड, मतलब 3 से 4 सेकंड में वो साइड सिक्योर कर लिया उसने। भाई साहब नेक्स्ट लेवल चीजें चल रही है बे इस बार।
I think we've seen that there can be the ideas there can be the adjustments, there can be the reads for Team Secret. Francis, can you stop Nongshim on their attacker sides? It's the same problem they had on Haven, where
everybody exercises.
Really couldn't do it effectively.
Kind of exercising सबकी चलती रहती है.
Starting to see those same problems creep in. So, you know, got a new coach as well here, RBTX coming in for Team Secret. What has he got to say? What has he got for those boys? I think you kind of have to start now counterpunching Nongshim. I think you need to get aggressive towards their points of attack to try to stop the Dombi roll before it begins. Don't give them the ability to go for those executes, get their util where they want, make them uncomfortable. But I mean, with this judge push up mid, Berserk's all on his own. It doesn't really look good.
सीधा go.
There's that judge ringing out again, trying to put the fear.
Flash हुआ, पीछे भागा.
Showed a different look this time. They didn't disrespect the snake bite.
Yeah, they actually stopped.
They stopped. They threw a clone at it.
Flash forward, Dombi hasn't checked underneath. Doesn't get the spot.
पर एक्सरॉस ने चेक कर लिया. अरे क्रॉसहेयर में चला गया डाम्बी. एक्सरॉस 3 मार गया इस राउंड में.
The new member now technically on for an ace here in this round. Just given the economy, given the timeout had just been called. Secret, do you just call for a save? All angles of exit are pretty much covered though. Nongshim did not.
हर जगह से तो फंसा लिया है.
Check in the ding through the wall.
बोला ना हर जगह से फंसा लिया है.
Taken out, and now it's just 10-10 here at alley, boxed in.
अब वो सिटी ऐसे ब्लॉक करके बैठे हैं 2 बंदे की 10-10 निकल नहीं सकता है. ट्रेड होना कंपलसरी था.
Got one.
एनी हाउ ट्रेड होना कंपलसरी था.
Economy is just ballooned
else are in cycle. So now you're going to be able to keep pressing your advantage. I mean, the way they back up Dombi as well, the way they're drilled, you know, like you mentioned it, he didn't check
10 लाइक्स कंप्लीट करा हो रहे 8 हुए मैं फोन पे वही देखा अभी 8 हुए लाइक कराओ बे मम्मी के पापा के बॉयफ्रेंड के गर्लफ्रेंड के जिसके अकाउंट से कर सकते हो करो भाई बहन अंकल आंटी दादा दादी चाचा चाची
really good for Nongshim on these attacker sides. Still been able to jump away, doesn't get grabbed by the C's. Now a push forward. Francis just walking it up with the outlaw.
Oh,
ooh, the timing there.
It's a recheck.
बच गया
It's a shot across.
बच गया बच गया
Fract available. Both shots going to be going wide there with that outlaw. It's at the shorty as well, just to keep them staved off for now.
एक आउटलॉ लेके खड़ा है दूसरा जज लेके खड़ा है
Weird in heaven, but what do you do to try to get yourself into
इधर देखो ये S5 को देखो
now on a very deep flank.
I mean, no recognition here from Team Secret that this is possible.
None whatsoever. He's got a choice. You go alley, you go heaven. Which one do you want to try to do? Looks like it's going to be up into heaven he goes.
काटेगा
You go for a knife is the next question. Okay, well, pot shot through the smoke eventually will put down Sylvan. He falls. 10-10 in Berserks, however, managing to fight back, but the time is just so far gone. So while they manage to come up with these kills,
पहले ट्राई करते
themselves that round win. Nongshim are going to be hitting double digits.
पहले ट्राई करते
Technical Red Bull clutch here for them.
शायद कुछ हो जाता
Just again, they're finding weakness. Team Secret
एनएस तो फुल ऑन
formation.
मस्ती मूड में है क्योंकि फ्रांसिस और डैम्बी मिलके हेवी लिफ्टिंग कर लेते हैं
Sylvan can do about it. You know, so willing to be aggressive with an outlaw in a
बाकी
situation
3
like
बंदे
that.
एंजॉय करते हैं
Just even though he doesn't hit shots, he just instantly knows, oh, there's only one up in heaven. Nobody's going for the cross from pillar. Yeah, we've got this site wide open, guys. Get this plant down. Make this retake just unbelievably difficult. Here we go.
Up, not connecting. Has to go on the exit. As Nongshim storm forward onto the side, the dimensional drift, looking to just spot them all out. As for the
Shot.
exit, it's going to be Dombi collecting the kill. Takes it away from him. There's RB
आरबी 2-3 मार सकता है
pushing out of the
एक मार के
smoke.
वापस
Hell yes. Completely caught off guard. Francis now in around the back. The saturate connecting 10-10 manages to play off the back of that one. Finds the kill.
2v3
Berserks
हो गया
noting the flank. And suddenly things start becoming a little bit too scrambled here for Nongshim.
RB? Okay.
He just TP'd, just came back in. Just a quick little cancel.
भाई डैम्बी
Zapping everybody to death. Looking for the 4K. He's just dancing around the pillar.
दुडुंग दुडुंग
It's
दुडुंग
just
दुडुंग
lunacy on display from both sides. Berserk finds the headshot, but once again, the time has been drained. He would have to full stick this.
भाई साहब क्या खेल रहे हैं ये लोग क्या ही खेल रहे हैं
Pacific round, another
The way these guys are playing is crazy.
Up 11-7.
I missed this. I missed Donby running around. Yes, but in particular, Donby running around this map with a judge. The guy is just absolutely off his rocker. It's a nice little saturate.
पागलपन है ये क्या कर रहा था ये देखो मूवमेंट देखो खाली
Too
इसका
late. He's so
एक तो सीज में इसका मूवमेंट एडी एडी हो गया
와우, 나네. 뭐야, 포박. 찌릿찌릿.
टिडी टिडी अरे भाई
Another
भाई वो ट्रोल कर रहा है वो देखो ये एनएस न्यू टीम है नहीं नोंगशिम रेड फोर्स पुरानी ही टीम है नोंगशिम इज द ओल्ड टीम भाई साहब ये देखो नोंगशिम तो मैं फुल सेंसर जेटा का देख रहा था नोंगशिम रेड फोर्स का दिखाता हूँ मैं ये देखो असेंशंस खेली थी असेंशन से पहले स्टेज 1 स्टेज 2 खेली थी ज़्यादा खास गया नहीं था फिर असेंशंस खेले थे 1 2 3 असेंशंस फुल ऑन खेले थे बहुत मज़े किए थे लोग ने वन साइड खेल रहे थे उस वजह से ये लोग निकाल लिए बहुत आराम से निकाल लिए
NTPP. I scan. 1 B main.
Nambi
One Facebook.
does manage to find one.
डैम भी 1 and done हो गया रे.
That put the judge into Sylvan's hands.
He's got a couple shotguns. You have no control.
एक जज है, एक बाकी है.
It's a matter of
क्या ए? आईवी?
not gonna get
What
away
were
with
you
that.
trying to do, man?
Little rough around the edges on that one.
टाइमिंग हो रही है.
Secret
टाइमिंग हो रही.
themselves a thrifty.
टाइमिंग हो रही है.
Very nice way to try to
मगर
jumpstart this engine. Themselves in a 3v3. Prowler does go deep enough to get the spot there on
Let's
Berserk,
go.
so now he has to backpedal. 10-10.
1
8
is
HP
8
remaining.
HP.
RB trying to win out
ठीक
this
है.
fight, and he does.
बढ़िया.
10-10 dead at
Nice,
the same
good
time
play.
as Francis.
Still
Cleans up the
1v3
kill, and now it's just Jesse
against
Bash
a guy
making
having
his way
40
through the
HP
attacker's spawn to
and
try
2
to
with
clutch us
100
out.
100.
Well, we've seen it before from Jesse. He's
क्लचेस
done
भी
these
अच्छे
kind of
निकालता
things,
है. रीलोड की आवाज आई
Tricky,
होगी.
Yes, I think he may have been spotted. Finds the first, gets the second.
मैं बोला ना ये क्लच निकाल सकता है. He is
He
having
might
that.
just be on for this one. 10 bullets remaining in the mag. Smoke into the floor. As there's the jump peek, gets the spot. And just
भाई साहब वो 40 HP था खाली. He is not afraid to peek.
Try to bring this round back in their favor, but RB
बट दिमाग लगाया. स्मोक एकदम जमीन में डाल दिया.
as they get up to match point.
A fantastic smoke there at the end. This Ivy just keeps swinging. 10-10's like, okay, I've got the read on your movement, but Francis there. Gonna be the one to
ट्राई
take
अच्छा
his
किया
fight.
जेसी ने. जेसी बहुत अच्छा ट्राई किया.
Just doing a great job there, working that heaven angle, controlling stairs, and a great finish with a nice
जेसी ने बहुत अच्छा ट्राई किया.
in its own regard. Makes it so difficult for Jesse.
क्या फास्ट जाने वाले हैं ये हेवन की तरफ. डैम्बी हक दिया डैम्बी ने.
Put that judge away a little bit too quickly. So Berserk's alive.
Damn,
Still with the
BB.
hit and play. 9 HP remaining, but he has backed out of it, so it will fall.
एंड ये डैम्बी पहले किसी में था. हाँ डैम्बी पहले से ही एनिस में ही खेल रहा
To
है.
elongate this map.
Yeah, they're just gonna
He is playing in
spread,
एनिस from long time.
cover every angle possible with this numbers advantage. Now it's just about playing your life. Don't give yourself up for free if possible.
इसने असेंशन में हर टीम को अपनी जज से तंग किया था. एंड वी वर लाइक कि अगर ये पैसिफिक में जाएगा तो ये पैसिफिक में भी जज से ही तंग करेगा. एंड इट इज हैपनिंग लाइक दैट. बाकी से वो स्टार्ट हुआ. जज ने मतलब हालत खराब कर दी. 3v5 बरसर्क विद 9 HP. पॉसिबिलिटी है अगर एक भी प्लेयर गवाए बिना 2 फ्रैग्स मिल जाए तो 3v3 टर्न आउट हो जाएगा. छोड़ो. नेक्स्ट राउंड. मूव टू द नेक्स्ट वन. मूव टू द नेक्स्ट वन. मूव टू द नेक्स्ट वन.
He whirled away. Could just stay tucked somewhere, hold on to his weapon, but we'll cross paths here with Berserks, who has to back away.
दोनों भागेंगे. दोनों के दोनों भागेंगे भाई.
To maybe put the operator at risk here. Trying to find this kill. Does just back off though.
10 seconds left.
I mean, money's so bad here for Team Secret.
काफी एंटरटेनिंग गेम हो रहा है लेकिन मजा आ रहा है.
Not drop anything else. Well handled overall.
12 to 8. Keep themselves afloat for now. Get us 4 rounds in a row though. Try to bring this into overtime. It's the first round win that they've been able to find in this half.
Yeah, they're
One enemy remaining.
might be too little, too late again, but
Let's kick.
Should be noted though, since we now have the new listen in on the comms,
yeah.
that it is on about a 4 to 5 second delay.
Okay.
So, just in case people were curious or worried.
Dambi once again with that judge.
Might air something bad.
He just enters like anything.
Gotta peruse through it and make sure that everything's gonna be
Yeah.
good to go.
दो मार गया आरबी.
He just TP'd behind them.
खत्म कर दिया. GG's.
Oh no.
Let's go to game number 2.
Planted.
Just boldly goes for it now. TP's into their spawn to try to go on the flank. This is constantly going to have them looking over their shoulders. He did cancel. It goes back to garage, so never mind. Don't have to worry about that. As RB backpedaling safely gets himself out.
फ्रांसिस 2 मार गया, पहले आरबी 2 मार गया, फिर फ्रांसिस 2 मार गया.
They basically have a three-way high-low setup on the exit of this garage. Shots going through, makes his way over to Ali, but immediately the sights from Nongshim turn in that direction.
एक बस nice try. This was the only thing which was going to happen. भाई वो Nongshim being Nongshim, guys.
Opening series, a 2-0 over.
पैसिफिक स्टेज 2 के दे गेम्स दिखाऊं. ये रहा. पहले भी यही टीम थी, आरबी, डैम्बी, आईवी, फ्रांसिस, पर्शिया था पहले. अब इसमें पर्शिया ने ओके, पहले भी यही टीम खेल रही थी, आरबी, डैम्बी, आईवी, फ्रांसिस एंड पर्शिया. अब आरबी स्मोक्स पे खेल रहा है, डैम्बी और फ्रांसिस वही. अब फ्रांसिस एक्चुअली अब इनिशिएटर पे नहीं खेल के डुलिस्ट पे खेल रहा है. उसको दे दिया योरू, भाई तू जा योरू पे मार. बिकॉज अगर उसको योरू नहीं दे रहे थे, परफॉर्मेंस नहीं निकल के आ रही थी. इस बार एक्सरॉस नया है, खाली एक प्लेयर चेंज हुआ है, एक्सरॉस इज द न्यू वन, बाकी एवरीबडी इज सेम. केलियस, सिल्वन, जेसी, 10-10 और बसक. 10-10 का मेरे को नहीं याद आ रहा है. 10-10 पिछली बार कौन सी टीम में था? जेटा में था, फिर हाँ पहले T1 में भी तो था. जेटा T1 में भी खेला हुआ है. जेटा 10-10 था बराबर. जेटा डिवीजन ठीक ठाक परफॉर्म कर पा रही थी, ज़्यादा अच्छा भी नहीं खेल पा रही थी, ज़्यादा बुरा भी नहीं खेल रही थी. ये लोग EWC भी खेले हुए, टीम सीक्रेट से 0-1 हारे थे फाइनल्स में. वो टाइम पे के लिए जेस्ब्यू वाली टीम थी, जेस्ब्यू इसमें था, मई में खेले थे ये लोग. काफ़ी क्रेजी चल रहा है रे. मज़ा आ गया अभी, लेकिन गेम में बहुत ज़्यादा एंटरटेनिंग हो गया, काफ़ी एंटरटेनिंग हो गया एक्चुअली. लेट्स गो गाइस, मेक श्योर टू हिट दैट लाइक एंड सब्सक्राइब. अरे क्या है भाई?
잠시 번외로 제가 어제 인터뷰 꼭 준비해 오라고 했는데 좀 숙제 해왔어요? 오늘 잘할 수 있나요 인터뷰? 신고식이거든요.
해왔습니다.
알겠습니다. 얼마나 잘하는지 기대해 보도록 할게요. Now congratulations X-Ross on this win and also on your successful debut in Pacific. So talk to me about how this experience was, because today is the day you start your Pacific journey on this dream stage as well. 먼저 성공적인 퍼시픽 데뷔전 축하드립니다. 근데 오늘부터가 진짜거든요. 이제 꿈의 무대에서 스스로를 계속해서 증명해야 할 텐데 어제 물어봤던 거, 오늘 경기 승리 소감부터 들려주시죠.
भाई समझ में आती नहीं है कोरियन, लेकिन टॉइंग टॉइंग होता रहता है.
데뷔하는 거라서 많이 떨려서 오늘 제대로 된 기량을 100% 못 보여줬다고 생각하는데 다음 경기에는 이제 두 번째 경기니까
पैसिफिक पता नहीं कहाँ से प्लेयर ढूंढ के लाता है. पैसिफिक के प्लेयर्स मचाते हैं ग्लोबल स्टेज पे जाके.
So honestly, today being my first game on the Pacific stage, I'm not 100% happy or satisfied with my performance, but I think in the next match, because now I have the experience of what it feels like to be on this stage and perform on this stage, I'm pretty sure I can deliver a better performance. And let's talk about you on the Sova, because we are very aware that you guys made the change to have RB on the controller role.
ये लोग crazily मचा रहे हैं भाई, मजा आ रहा है अभी देख के.
I'm gonna investigate a little bit more and ask you how you guys reached that decision and how is that initiator role for you as well. 그리고 이제 오늘 딱 데뷔전 첫 경기부터 소바를 꺼냈습니다. 지금 선수 생활 중에 이렇게 프로 무대에서 소바를 꺼낸 건 처음으로 알고 있거든요. 확실히 저희가 이제 경기 전에 알비 선수가 연막을 맞게 됐고 이제 엑스로스 선수가 척후를 맞게 됐다는 소식은 들었는데 어떤 이야기가 있었길래 이런 결정을 내리게 됐는지에 대해서 좀 자세히 들어보고 싶고요. 그리고 개인적으로 척후대 롤 어떻게 느끼고 계시나요? 이거는 준비 안 해왔죠? 네, 짧게 말해볼까요?
ऐसा क्या क्वेश्चन पूछा कि ये म्यूट पे चला गया?
연막으로 오더하는 게 좀 더 편하기도 하고 그냥 서로 좋게 좋게
चुपके
좋은
चुपके
방향으로 가는 것 같아서 역할을 바꾼 것 같습니다.
척구는 어떤 것 같아 개인적으로?
초콜릿 좋습니다.
알겠습니다. Well, RB felt more comfortable making those calls as our IGL on the controller role. So, we didn't really have to fight for it, and we thought it was the best decision for the whole team. So that is why I moved over to the initiator role, which I think is really, really good as well. Now, lastly, we noticed how Nongshim is able to control the pace a little bit better compared to last year. You guys have more depth into your playbook.
अच्छा खेली नोंगशिम. पिछले साल बहुत खराब खेल रही थी नोंगशिम. I'm saying ना, पिछले साल इतना खराब खेल रही थी कि लोगों को ये तक नहीं याद है. It's not only you. There are many people like you who are unable to recognize कि क्या कर रही थी.
일단 그리고 올해 농심이 첫 경기만 딱 봐도 완급 조절도 굉장히 잘하고 확실히 좀 플레이에 깊이가 생긴 것 같다는 평가가 많아요.
कैलकुलेशन वही थी, क्वेश्चन मार्क उसी पे था कि नोंगशिम कर क्या रही है.
1인분을 해줘서가 아닐까라는 생각이 들거든요. 개인적으로는 좀 팀에서 어떤 역할을 하고 어떤 모습을 보여주고 싶은지 궁금합니다.
팀에서는 콜적인 부분이랑 제가 막내로서 에임 퍼포먼스적인 부분을 좀 더 보여주고 싶습니다.
포켓몬?
Well, team-wise, I think being able to follow the team's calls and execute properly, and personally, I would just really like to show off my raw aim and my individual talent. Thank you very much, Extras. That was a great first interview. Many more to come, and best of luck in your next match. 네, 이렇게 해서 엑스로스 선수 만나봤습니다. 인터뷰 잘했어요. 화이팅!
That's Nongshim Red Force with the first win here at VCT PACIFIC Kickoff.
भाई लोग faces hide क्यों करते हैं? देखो वो नहीं समझता. Like they are very shy on camera.
Wasn't as clean or as dominant as Haven was. We did still see that Nongshim are so prepared for this season. How they're able to adjust even with
भाई copyright आ जाएगा. Muted copyright आना है. Copyright आना ही है. इतने टाइम के बाद भी copyright ना आए ऐसा हो ही नहीं सकता. चलो पोल चेंज कर देते हैं. एंड पोल एनएस वर्सेस जेटा का तो पोल खत्म. अगला पोल बनाते हैं. एनएस वर्सेस सीक्रेट का पोल खत्म. अब जेटा वर्सेस क्या गेम है? जेटा और अरे पूरा ही बैक आ जा भाई. जेटा वर्सेस एफएस है ना. Who wins? Zeta full change. हो गया. पोल क्रिएटेड. अपन क्या करें तब तक? गेम तो अभी स्टार्ट होने में बहुत टाइम है. वर्डल वगैरह खेलें. Let's go to Wordle. Let's go to Wordle. Accept all. Flash. L is there. ब्रो ऐसा कौन सा वर्ड है जिसमें एल इज ऑन द सेकंड नंबर? सी एल है. V is not there. E is not there. CLICK इनके तुम्हारा भाई है भाई. Your buddy is greatest of greatest. Let's go to connection. One strip. Crumble. Fumble. Turnover, spinny. Let's see. Misuse. Sharp timer. ऐसा कुछ नहीं होगा इसमें. पता नहीं कुछ भी ग्रुप हो जाता है, कुछ भी कभी भी ग्रुप हो जाता है. क्या हो सकता है गाइस बताओ. डिस्टिंक्ट, क्लियर एंड मोर. मैं अभी तक तो मेरे को मीनिंग्स भी नहीं पता है किसी के. तो डिस्टिंक्ट, क्लियर, दो तो ये है. मेरे को तो मतलब भी नहीं पता है पूजा. सो इफ यू आर सेइंग क्लियर आई कुड से क्रिस्प एज वेल. क्रिस्प एंड क्लियर. फिर शार्प भी हो सकता है. और मेरे को कुछ समझ नहीं रहा है. हाँ मैं बोला ना वेल डिफाइंड एज एन इमेज. वेल डिफाइंड ही होगा क्योंकि यू सेड क्रिस्प एंड क्लियर. तो मेरे को लगा कि हाँ डिस्टिंक्ट एंड क्लियर यू सेड ना. क्रिस्प और शार्प आई सेड बराबर. क्रम्बल तो एक चीज़ होती है वो मेरे को पता है. क्रम्बल फूड का कुछ तो होता है. क्रम्बल बना रहा हूँ. मैंने मास्टर शेफ में ये वर्ड सुना है. इतना मेरे को पता है. I've heard this word in मास्टर शेफ. That crumble is one thing. क्रम्बल के साथ और खाने का क्या क्या हो सकता है. स्टर्डल क्या होता है भाई. सर्च करते हैं. आई डोंट नो द मीनिंग्स एक्चुअली. स्टर्डल खाना ही होता है. स्टर्डल भी डेजर्ट. तो क्रम्बल भी एक भाई बोल रहा हूँ. क्रम्बल एक डेजर्ट ही होता है ना. कॉबलर भी एक डेजर्ट होता है जितना मेरे को पता है. ये तीन तो है. इसको बाद में करते हैं. मेरे को एक समझ में आ रहा है. फंबल करना, मिस करना. बीटी हम लोग बैड ट्रिप बोलते हैं. मतलब बैड मिस हो गया. इट्स लाइक दैट. और फ्लफ होगा. फ्लफ इज ऑल्सो मिस. बोला ना, रंबल स्टर्डल तो है और क्या हो सकता है कि 8 में मेरे को कुछ नहीं पता, या 8 में तो मेरे को लेजिट कुछ भी नहीं पता है, नॉट आई डोंट नो एनीथिंग, लाइक जीरो, मेरे को जीरो नॉलेज है। एलन क्या होता है मेरे को जीरो नॉलेज है भाई। डीसेलेक्ट ऑल, शफल 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 शफल। क्रम्बल और स्टर्डल तो एक चीज है, कॉबलर आई डोंट नो, एंड टर्नओवर आई डोंट नो, टाइमर। अब 4 का एक ग्रुप पता चल जाए ना। मैच का क्या हाल है? जेटा की टीम अभी तक आई नहीं। XD11 XD11 Echo is new, Absol is new, and Suta is new. Dep 10-10 और CLZ उनको बाहर किया है। और जेटा का 10-10 बाहर हुआ, 10-10 आज खेल रहा था। रियोटा कोचेस भी चेंज किए हैं। जेटा ने वॉच पार्टी रखी है भाई। ये लोग की वॉच पार्टी कितनी सॉर्टेड होती है ना, क्या मस्त मस्त जगह पर रखते हैं लोग। जो कैफेज वैफेज में भी रखते हैं तो उधर एंजॉयमेंट होता है। अपने यहाँ की वॉच पार्टीज मैंने देखी है बे, अपने यहाँ पे वॉच पार्टीज में पब्लिक ऐसी नहीं है। वहाँ की पब्लिक थोड़ी सी इंटरेस्ट लेने वाली है। अपने यहाँ पे पब्लिक को ऐसा होता है कि बुला के लाना पड़ता है। स्टर्डल है, क्रम्बल है, और क्या हो सकता है? एलन और कॉबलर 1 अवे। अब टाइमर तो कोई है नहीं, मेरे को जितना पता है टाइमर तो कोई नहीं है। स्पिनी भी नहीं होगा। यूज भी क्या होगा? यूज भी कौन सा डेजर्ट होगा? एलन है नहीं। बचता है टर्नओवर। लेट्स गो। डेजर्ट्स है क्योंकि मेरे को पता है क्रम्बल और स्टर्डल अपन ने देख, क्रम्बल मेरे को पता है, स्टर्डल अपन ने देख लिया, तो यही बचा है क्या वो पता नहीं। मैगजीन्स प्लस अ लेटर, ये क्या होता है भाई? नहीं पता, नहीं पता, जीरो नॉलेज है। वाडले 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 इसको वाडल एजेंट से शुरू करते हैं। लेट्स मेक वन ट्राई। तेजो, आज मूड हो गया तेजो का। मेल नहीं है, इनिशिएटर नहीं है, ठीक है। तो रेना फीमेल है, दूलिश नहीं है। कील जॉय फीमेल है, सेंटिनल है, 2020 की नहीं है ना, तो डेडलॉक या वाइस, हाँ डेडलॉक। गेको लग रहा है, ब्रीच है, कैस्लो मैप, लोटस, या तो सीडोर है या एडोर है। लोटस का एडोर नहीं है ये। भाई ये क्या है? और कहाँ ऐसा होता है कुछ? आइस बॉक्स में होगा नहीं। कौन सी जगह है भाई ये? हेवन का भी बैक साइड तो नहीं है? समटाइम्स आई फील मैं ही गधा हूं. शॉट डॉज अच्छा है. शॉट शॉट शॉट. सामने वाले सब सिर्फ क्राउच कर रहे हैं. मोस्टली सबने क्राउच किया है. प्लैट डायमंड डायमंड प्लैट बोला ना, प्लैट डायमंड. इतना क्राउच. प्रशांत प्लेज वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम बडी. क्या हाल है? कैसे हो भाई? ग्रेविटी मिलता. बढ़िया भाई, तुम बताओ. एक नंबर यार प्रशांत भाई. मजे कर रहे हैं, वॉच पार्टी कर रहे हैं, एंजॉय कर रहे हैं. आप क्या कर रहे हो आजकल? तो है सोल स्ट्राइफ है. कहाँ गई सोल स्ट्राइफ? का है तो पता है. गेस द कोट. रिलैक्स सेटल डाउन. आई गॉट दिस एंड आई एम नॉट लिविंग अंटिल वी आर डन आउट हियर. ये किलजॉय. एडिटिंग सब में बिजी चल रहा. सही है सही है. करो करो, काम ज़रूरी है यार. प्रशांत भाई, प्रशांत भाई बाय द वे एक डिस्कशन करना था. मेरे को इंस्टा पे मैसेज करो ना, डिस्कस करना था आपसे. इंस्टा पे आते हैं अपन. अभी नहीं, इंस्टा पे बात करते हैं. ये कुछ एडिटिंग रिलेटेड ही था. कुछ एडिटिंग रिलेटेड ही है. सो वन थिंग वही देखना मेरे को. हाँ. करके रखो मेरे को टेक्स्ट. मैं बताता हूँ कुछ है एक्चुअली. क्लोज पॉल जब होगा फ्री तब मैसेज कर देना. श्योर आई एम डन. सीन फॉलो कर दिया हूँ. ठीक है डन डन. साइफर बोलता है क्या? कौन बोलता है ये कि रिलैक्स सेटल डाउन, आई हैव गॉट दिस एंड आई एम नॉट लीविंग अंटिल वी आर डन हियर? वाइपर.
Relax, settle down, I got this. And I'm not leaving until we're done out here, yeah? Relax, settle down, I got this. And I'm not leaving until we're done out here, yeah?
किसकी आवाज है ये?
Relax, settle down, I got this. And I'm not leaving until we're done out here, yeah?
फिनिक्स है. हाँ. वेपन खाली अपन ने एक बार में गेस किया, बाकी सब दो बार में गेस किया. कोर्ट को तो 6 बार लग गया भाई आवाज सुनते ही. लेवाइतान
That was a pretty top-heavy tournament there.
मैचेस होने वाले हैं स्टार्ट, मजा आएगा.
Kind of flopped in that event.
He's 2003 born.
Had some really big plays that have been worth watching, and I've definitely followed him a lot. Casting a lot
से बड़ा है
of SEA, casting a lot of
भाई. सब 20-25 साल के लड़के ही होते हैं ना इसमें मोस्टली, तो मजा आता है देखने को उससे.
Fantastic mechanics. He's very good at multi-fragging, and like I said before, you can see him playing the Sova here. He can actually play a lot of different roles, but he's been quite comfortable on controller lately.
Yeah, I mean, I think he fits the mold so perfectly for what we've come to expect from these Thai players, which is fast, exciting, and incredibly sharp. And now we see Cruz taking on this coach role, right? So they're still able to use Cruz's brain, but they've massively upgraded the firepower by bringing Leviathan into that role. So I think it's time to be very optimistic about this Full Sense team. In my mind, they should have gone all the way last year. They fell at literally the last possible hurdle. And now I think this is a year where they're looking to do it differently.
Yeah, and on the side of Cruz,
करते हैं प्रशांत
I
भाई
feel
अपन.
like no one
तो
could
है
have
थोड़ा सा
taken on
दिमाग
this
में
role.
कुछ.
No one could have taken on this role, especially for the Thailand region, because he is one of the most vetted, most experienced players in that region. He's held on the IGL position for such a long time. He is very ripe for the position as coach. I know that it came at a time where it was not exactly favorable, right? It wasn't exactly his choosing, but he's very excited for this role. And it's nice to see this kind of new challenge, new fire in him to be able to prove himself in this coaching position. And not to mention, it's going to get really exciting when, say, he goes up against RRQ or GE. Right?
Oh yeah. Very much so. We're looking at the skirmish here.
रुको इंस्टा चेक कर लो, जब तक मैच नहीं स्टार्ट होता विल डिस्कस. skirmish का रिजल्ट is 5-4 Leviathan versus Absol गया.
They teased it. They had a video where he was like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
But I mean,
isn't there another guy called Privy?
2-4 था. Absol 5-4 जीता है.
Best positional players at winning aim duels and just taking his time with it. That is the guy you want in the skirmish. I mean, Leviathan is very sharp. Look, Absol's been able to barely scrape him out there. So look, that's an early little bit of a confidence builder.
They'll be happy with that.
Look, I'm tentative on Absol. He has been a player that actually.
भाई टॉस ये भाई लोग का टॉस मस्त होता है, मतलब टॉस बहुत अच्छा होता है बे. एक मिनट गाइस, क्या है कोरोड स्प्लिट और ब्रीज? कोरोड इज अ बोरिंग मैप रे, मतलब मेरे को बोर करता है, पता नहीं क्यों. जब तक गेम नहीं चालू होता गाइस, अपन प्रशांत भाई से मेरा जो काम है वो भी करवा लेता हूँ. तुम लोग चैट में आ रहे हो तो कुछ अपन माय नेट सेकंड फोन. ये साल क्या प्लान है? ये साल के प्लान्स मेरे को आपके साथ डिस्कस करने हैं एक्चुअली. मैं तभी तो इस पर डाल रहा हूँ, इंस्टा पे आपको मैसेजेस डाल रहा हूँ. अभी एक अर्जेंसी में कुछ है, वो मैंने आपको भेज दिया है। बाकी ये साल के प्लान्स बहुत हेवी है मेरे पास। दस लाइक्स करो रे फटाफट मैप, गेम 2 स्टार्ट होने से पहले पहले। काम साले, एंट्री एंट्री हो रही है, एंट्री। गेम स्टार्ट कराओ बे। चलो भाई, गेम इज गोना बिगिन।
swept out from underneath them. Every single time when they were getting too close, it's always just not been the right time.
Vele
Perhaps it is the
Yoru.
time for them now, but as we pull up our agent compositions here, we're seeing double duelists all around for both teams.
वेले योरू ओमन साइफर और फेड है इधर क्या है नियॉन योरू है ओमन वाइपर और फेड मतलब साइफर नहीं खिला रहे हो You're not going for Cypher, please. Okay.
Yeah, similar but not the same on the side of Zeta Division, running Neon Yoru instead as their double duelist, and Viper instead of that Cypher. So slightly different approaches, but stylistically still very similar. I mean, I think the clash of these four duelists in the server is really what we have to look for. There's so much firepower in that group.
Yeah, I agree. I think you've got a couple of players that have had their moments on ZETA, like XTL and ZETA. I want to see some big individual plays from these guys this season.
Well, I'm sure Laz is watching as well, and as are all of you guys in the stadium and out there as well on the stream. So we're going to toss it over to our casters to take us into Corrode, over to Paperthin and Achilles.
All right, here we go. Back for match number 2. Full sense. I mean, it feels weird, but also kind of awesome to see Cruz walk out there, be the one doing the fist bump, being the coach. Just something to get used to, I suppose. Yeah, but it's the natural progression of things, I feel like. This is a guy who's been around since day one of Valorant, right? I can remember, you know, those days on Jersha and X10 and things like that, where I was always very impressed with him in his mind, and now he's going to get a chance to showcase that against the Zeta Division team that has really reworked their roster. Let's see how he looks at the end of the season. We'll get the side-by-side comparison, see how much being a coach of this team has aged him across the multiple stages that we have here in 2026. But it's time to get into the game. So we're going to have our first Corrode of the 26 season. As we jump into this one, Full Sense electing to take us here. There's their opening map pick. Yeah, I think a pretty solid idea here in terms of a map that looked pretty good for Talon last year. Now, of course, they're Full Sense, but also, Zeta had some mixed results on this. They only played it a couple times. They did beat Boom. They lost to T1, so there's some ideas there clearly. I think the difference.
I am sorry. I am legit sorry, guys. थोड़े बहुत काम के बीच में फंसा हुआ हूँ. मैच जब तक शुरू नहीं होता है अपन अपना काम निपटा सकते थे. अपन ने अपना काम निपटाया है. Everybody is focusing. हर कोई फोकस अपने अपने हिसाब से करता है. कोई शांत, कोई डांस, कोई एकदम शांत, कोई डांस करता है.
He's ready to rock. Yeah, I guess so. Vibing out on stage. I mean, Dusk was talking about it's been quite some time since he's been in this arena, outside of the SVL during the off season, but in official
audio checks चल रहे हैं.
It has been a hot minute. We had a minor hiccup down there, but I think that everything's getting cleared up, so we should be just about ready to go. Yeah, I think we're thinking about Corrode at the very least, and very curious, what this is. The other thing I really am curious about is the Cypher. Is that because Jit is, that's one of those agents that we really think about him in his long history as being really proficient on, one of his better agents. Is that a comfort thing to get him kind of suited to the IGL position to allow him to play something he's very fluent in? We shall see. Yes, I don't think anybody has forgotten that one. The run and Reykjavik, legendary, but Zeta has always kind of been chasing the specter of that run. Hasn't really been able to hit those same highs. We'll see if this iteration is going to be able to take that first step. Obviously not here with the team in person, but took the Valorant world by storm with.
चलो भाई, game started. अपन गेम पे फोकस करते. Heaven का smoke आया है, CT का Viper smoke है.
Causing some noise over on B, scaling up towards
मिड
A.
पे Kilua spotted है.
The site relatively free. The trip was very deep for Jit boys, so not much in terms of resistance. It's going to come down to this retake for Full Sense and gunplay.
Shot. मार के पीछे. हक दिया सियोटा ने. देखो प्रेमी और जिट बॉयज जब मारने लगते हैं तब पागल हो जाते हैं, और प्रेमी चालू हो गया तो इसको रोकना टफ है.
As the right click die going to be taken down. They drop right in front of XDL. As Primi will fall. XDL cleaning up 3 in the round. ZETA find the opening pistol.
Triple.
Yeah, really clean macro ideas here from ZETA. It should be noted as well, Sugar Zero's debut as an IGL coming through.
Very true.
Off the back of, getting a new coach in Mini who's giving them some ideas in terms of big picture stuff. Some other things that he's been talking about. Obviously, he's over in EMEA, so just kind of like an assistant role for Mini, but it's a great read. I mean, you clear the camera on B. You don't get anything from Jit Boys in response. He doesn't try to peek you. He doesn't try to do anything. So they just kind of keep scaling. They keep pushing. They're given that space for free by Full Sense.
Okay, round number 2 begins.
To avoid the saturate, as well as the massive stack here. So
ZETA है actually attacking game और attacking map के अंदर अगर ZETA ने 8-9 rounds निकाल दिए तो ये map पूरा खत्म. आराम से plant मिलेगा. एक ही मिला. दो मिल गए. Well done. 2 मिल गए. That is a good thing.
This should just be a call to get stacked up and die to the spike, but Eco wants some blood. Rotates over to top mid. Find the right timing. Bites off more than he can chew.
अब यहाँ पे ऐसा हो जाएगा कि एको कहाँ जाना चाहता है. That is the question. 3 बंदे हैं. सबको पता है कॉर्नर में टग इन होंगे.
Back in this corner, Spike should be able to take him out from there.
तीनों मिल गए.
4-1 start. Eco gets ZETA that 2-0.
All right. See what the adjustments are going to look like for Full Sense. Maybe give a little bit of help over towards that B site for Jit. This is nice work from Shota. Finding a good timing there to pick up a couple. Try to swing that Phantom. Nico throws up his hands. Welcome back to Pacific. That's a nice way to get it going, for sure.
Absolutely, the Full Sense now playing the anti-bonus. Let's see what they have ready. Here's Zero. Oh, get caught there by Kai, who just continues forward and takes out Absol as well. Quick round from him. Eco now dead. Leviathan able to lock him out of this site. Prowler gets the spot. They know that ZETA are going to be in a very forward and committed position from here. It's actually just going to be a triple rotate around, out through mid into main. This gives a window of opportunity for ZETA to potentially slide over to the B site.
कहीं भी जा सकते
हैं. The same thing, especially with that Prowler not finding anything from XDL. So they're saying, well, they left mid open. Maybe that's probably something we should take advantage of. Again, good reads for ZETA. Might be able to at least get a plan down for cash. Force the retake, maybe do a little extra damage. Shota.
एक को मिड से आने बोला है.
The rest of mid. I like the early ideas from Full Sense. Give up a little bit of space, dodge the early haunt. Set up for the trap play right outside of A. Yeah, here you go.
Yeah, we'll be able to get the spike in play.
पोस्ट प्लांट में दिक्कत पता है क्या होती है? अगर कहीं आइसोलेट कर दिया ना 2v5 को एक एक करके.
Some of these ultimates, XDL being just 2 charges away from having the nightfall would be critical to be able to find a kill. A little peek in, Shota though, mentioning the clone. Unable to find much there with that bulldog. Peeks looking for a little bit more, but we'll just end up falling to the wayside. It's now down to XDL to see if he can.
नहीं कर पाया. अगर कहीं आइसोलेट कर दिया रहता ना.
Otherwise, flawless round here for Full Sense to get the anti-bonus.
Yeah, so some nice things from both teams, but at the end of the day, the early ability to avoid info utility from Full Sense allows them to find those big early kills. Ty just gliding into 2 kills here. Oh, a little bit of a gap, but didn't need it. This is so fast.
Gotta keep going for the push. Bold play, but well rewarded.
6 लोग देख रहे हो यार. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe. Let's go.
A very solid start. So Full Sense.
एक flawless मिला है Full Sense को. Now it's important कि ये round के अंदर XDL का जो ulti है वो काम में आए. For ZETA.
4-1 split. In fact, they're just just leaving B site to its own devices, and ZETA again gonna be creeping their way forward, looking for that opportunity. Being Shota,
वैसा ही था लास्ट राउंड में XDL को एक फ्रैग मिलना जरूरी था.
some level of aggression.
Swing coming through, and oh, he's just not quite ready for it. Leviathan catching him off guard. Meantime, plant does come in, but player advantage there for Full Sense. It's Primi. To try to pick off somebody here from ZETA, but Absol just scales forward, finds Jit. That's that heaven pressure now removed.
Primi gets one, Absol gets Primi as well. The trades are crazy.
On the approach, pinned to the corners, the Haunt gets the reveal. Convergent path's going to be sent out, but Eco not tagged by it, but Leviathan just comes in off the flank. And now it is down to Absol. Would have to be an ace clutch to make it happen. Finds the third, swings out a little bit wider, but just cannot convert.
But मैं यही बोल रहा हूँ, Primi चालू हुआ तो Primi नहीं रुकेगा.
The defuse will be there, and Full Sense tie it up 2-2.
Yeah, they're
ये गेम टफ होंगे, मजा आएगा.
Some good moments in response from ZETA. Just able to win some big battles, using that convergent pass to open up some space. Absol having a really nice round. I mean, like the Dutch was talking about, he had some glimmers of greatness during the offseason. Obviously, you know, when you saw ZETA take a map off of Fnatic, take a map off of G2, and yes, they were best of ones, but still, those are very, very good teams. You had some serious hope that maybe ZETA had something special in store for us in 2026, but the rest of the offseason, lackluster. Primi, Outlaw in hand. A lot of juicy targets. Still not able to get anything out of it. Leviathan there, trying to buy him a little extra space, but they get
TP out.
Nonetheless. He just TPs out. Leviathan did get tagged up a bit.
Problem यही है ना कि साइफर के जो ट्रैप्स है उसको ट्रिगर करने के लिए तुम्हारे पास कुछ भी नहीं है. वो ट्रैप पे वो पूरा का पूरा एरिया छोड़ दे रहे हैं.
Go ahead and capitalize, taking out both. Now just down to XDL.
उस हिसाब से गेम चल रहा है.
See if he can get some damage in.
ये देखो पूरा गेम वो ट्रैप्स के ऊपर चल रहा है. ए साइड तो पूरी ट्रैप पे छोड़ दी गई है. अकेला साइफर संभालता है.
Yeah, and a good change up here. Putting that Outlaw at an aggressive position. Don't give ZETA the ability to comfortably take B main. Test that space a little bit. Also, nice hold from Killua there in mid. That really shut down any hope of getting this eco to go. Moving that Cypher util over towards A. It's going to continue to be for the new IGL Jit.
Coach Cruz very pleased.
As he should be.
Bucky in hand for Eco. Gonna look to try to see if he can pull off some of that down B-esque magic. Ola just spend that for now, has the overdrive in play, quickly looking to try to take some space. Sprinting in around the back, but still getting pink reveal, so just taken down. Primi finding one, flew it with another. Spike now. Rotated around the back side of the site. So needs to try to find some kind of opening, but he just cannot. Every angle just wrested away from their control. Kahlua with another big round. Scoops up another 3K. That's going to be Full Sense. Now stretching the lead up 4-2.
There's one small piece of util here that really throws off this execute for
डिस्कस
ZETA.
करके बता दूंगा जो भी रहेगा. और मेरा पर्सनल जो है वो मैं आफ्टर द स्ट्रीम पूरा एकदम ढंग से बताता हूँ.
Eco throws in the relay in towards the site itself. It does, I think, hit Jit, or at least backs him into a corner, but they can't scale any further forward because Full Sense is so quick to react. They're so quick to scale in towards short A there to cut off that extra angle that they can't get any backup. They can't set up that pinch that they want to. And that's just really good timing, coordination, and thought put into how to shut down that push from ZETA. And that extra layer of Cypher utility gives them that advanced warning as well to get into position quickly.
I hope आज का thumbnail भी अच्छा लगा होगा.
Do a really nice job.
Timeout call here from ZETA Division after giving up 4 in a row. Obviously, fans making their way over to show their support, wanting to see the glimmer that we got from them over at Red Bull home ground. Yes, different players, even.
Sure.
You had Honeybuddy playing over at that tournament, but wanting to see that high that was hit. It's a decent start with the 2 rounds. The map obviously still very much within reach.
You know the highs are there. It's just the consistency that's
4-2
kind of eluded Zeta the last
खतरनाक
couple
है
years. Ever since Laz hung it up, she's been struggling to get there, and you lose Depp, who's one of the best we've ever had in Pacific. Just makes matters all the more difficult.
फुल सेंस में बोलूं ना
Double face forward into
बाकी
the smoke. Will be able to strike a little bit faster.
Neo
Oh, nice, just landed on him. Well, that makes for a very easy kill. Primi, however, still here. Those men
Nice.
flying one sugars here are going to be taken out. Absol trying to get these shots across.
Nice.
The considers a dimensional drift for a brief little moment, but eventually decides
Nice.
not to go for it.
वो
Despite
नहीं
that
ये
on
नहीं
the
जीतने
floor.
देंगे
And it's
फुल
all
सेंस
the
वाले
hands
ZETA
of
को नहीं
Ego with
जीतने
that
देंगे
Bucky, and he's about to walk into a trippet spots and clears it. Some more damage would certainly feel nice, but looks like he's just gonna
इम्पॉसिबल है
rotate
फुल
around
सेंस
top
वाले
end.
ZETA को जीत लेने दे
You know that Op's just going to be sitting holding that angle.
The
so
way
gotta
they
try
are playing फुल सेंस वाले
something
बहुत
different,
अच्छी सेटअप के साथ खेल रहे हैं बहुत अच्छा एजेंट कॉम्प है उनका
trying to create an angle for himself with that Bucky.
ZETA की अगर बात करते हैं ZETA के पास सेटअप के लिए कुछ नहीं है
Oh.
टांगे तोड़वा दी ऊपर से एक को
And now he's trying to play it quiet.
We'll get a gun. That's what I figured his end goal was going to be. I was trying to get to that.
This would surely be miraculous.
Whoa!
And it would be an ace. Op shot whiffing, but the time is gone. Full sense.
10
They don't
seconds
really
now,
have to
these
try to play
players
up against this
won't
one. They can just
peek
let the clock run out.
around
As
and
there
it's
you go,
over.
Jit Boys will
Jit Boys
be
with
able
the
to strike.
triple.
Get himself a third in the round. And now up by 3 are full sense.
Yeah, some of the ideas for Eco are looking good. Give him a shotgun and let him do his thing.
मस्त था
He's got a shotgun.
बहुत अच्छा था
Take a seat. Tried to sit on him.
Some silliness already coming out.
Well, it's Pacific.
That is true.
The first match had plenty.
Oh, yeah. Tommy trying to jump with the overdrive. It's still in my head.
guys make sure to hit that like and subscribe
Zone dimensional
subscribe
keeping forward, scouting out around mid. Nothing going to be spotted, and they are gambling into the correct side of the map where it is, at the moment, just Jit Boy standing by. Crash is set up for Prim to join in, and he takes that quickly as there's the reveal, but the counter spam. Shota will be able to find the kill, and Eco only taking down to 51.
lucky
Not super significant damage dealt. Pit now in play. Zeta Division to bring this round back into their favor. Close the gap between the two squads. Top shots.
Okay.
Sliding forward.
1:1.
Lua once again is there to trade it back.
ये ZETA का राउंड है
Absol holding and now pushing in towards this heaven angle. Swap of the weapon for Primi. Spot out of the elbow, trying to go for the util.
ये ZETA का राउंड है
Primi playing it patiently, eventually coming up with the goods, but Kahlua just cannot find the entry. Primi likely is going to have to try to find the exit. Grabs it.
बाकी नहीं बताओ आप उठा लो सेव कर लो राउंड ZETA को उसी वक्त मिल गया था जब पहला पिक मिला साइफर का और उसके बाद वाइपर अल्टी आ गई साइफर का पिक और वाइपर की अल्टी इट्स ओवर
Yeah, I appreciate the aggression and the confidence from Zeta in terms of trusting their reads. You know, if you're given the space and the opportunities by full sense, see what you can make out of it. That's exactly what they're going to do. Oh my god. Just Eco there, definitely a good idea to slide in towards that connector to figure out what's going on, where the forces of full sense to get out of the curve. Don't let them get into that pit. Don't let them take that round win condition out of your hands.
Where are they?
That's just really nice timing for Zeta to just keep going, to not pause, not see some of that old tendency of Zeta maybe we saw in the past where they were too cautious, too patient, because that would have given time for full sense to wrap all the way around and to spawn that previous round. Instead, they had to try to make it go through connector.
Bit of a change up here. Early pressure and presence shown over at B, but kind of the noise. Zeta Division is going back across towards A. Seemingly
5:3
find themselves onto the Jit Boy side of the map round over round.
Seems to be what they want. They want to
have a read on this though.
Yeah. Ooh, the
The
spot.
way over is there's the spot. Jibboy's knowing exactly where he's at, but doesn't want to linger on that angle. Has to back away as the camera gets cleared out.
This is great work though from ZETA. I mean, they've opened up so much of the map for themselves. They can just get some even trades here on A. It'll be in a fantastic position.
High swinging
NT.
forward. He's going to get taken down. Eco able to find the kill. Tripwire cleared
Nice.
out, but Jitboy's a bit of a fadeaway shot.
Nice.
The enemy Neon is Absol trying to find the catch, but Kahlua just plants his feet. Still, though, as a second layer is starting to scout forward into this position. ZETA have abandoned the A site take. 3v4, but they will get B for free. There's no util to contend with, given that the site for setup was on A.
For what it's worth, Sugar Zero is doing a really nice job of understanding the tendencies of Full Sent. He figured, okay,
10 seconds left.
we got the kill over on A. They gave up the space. They assume that's where we're pushing.
पर राउंड नहीं निकलना ना.
Was able to find a tiny little lick of damage, clear of the haunt. Goes for the reposition, doesn't fall for the fake out. Smoke will fall, and this has bought critical time here for
Shot.
ZETA Division, but eventually able to flush the Viper out.
Shot.
Still trying to face forward, gets taken down. It's now on the shoulders of Sugar Zero. Try to be the hero.
Smoke के अंदर
Smoke ready to go. The double push forward coming in
एक
now.
ही मिलेगा.
Has to double take.
Nice try,
Collects the
GG.
kill. Not allowing for ZETA Division to get some back-to-back round wins here. Full Sense will move up to 6.
I gotta give the macro to ZETA there, but the micro is just too good from Full Sense. I mean, some of these kills are absolutely filthy. I want to see the one from top mid here, where he's jumping. Oh, it's so clean. Right to the head.
Just a second.
Nasty stuff. Good work with the C's there to reveal Shota's position. Able to outduel XTL at the point of contact at connector. Really, really nice. Despite some very good map reads from ZETA. And now you've got that ult again. The Bucky to back it up for Eco.
They just end up sending it here pretty quickly. As, ooh, Kirby just didn't register that at all. Sugar Zero just out in the open, top mid elbow, TP's forward, finds him in transit. He had just gate crashed that side of the map. Wow, just like that, they're calling the pivot over to A once again. We said it right now, it does seem like these macro reads from ZETA Division, they're putting the pieces together correctly.
Yep.
The tower's just been crumbling at the very last moments. See if they can avoid that here. Is a labored spray, but eventually Kahlua does get taken down.
Spike planted.
That Bucky right there.
Jit boys, they clear him out. I think he had an angle to be able to get that, but he just swings wider. Eventually falls. Clean tap from Leviathan will be able to get rid of Eco. Stop
I
him from
always
being
say one
flawless,
thing.
but now, gonna see if he can try to just steal away the round, but Absol
कि
at the
जो
corner.
स्टार प्लेयर्स है
Before that flash
वो
goes
स्टार ही रहेंगे.
Still should have the round in hand though. Fine.
ये राउंड भले ही ड्रॉप हो जाएगा FPS से.
Just now tries to bait him in, and Sugar Zero.
हो भी गया है.
Clean shot. 3K from the new IGL. Gets ZETA up to 4.
Yeah, this just feels like a understanding of how Yoru works on this map. Just no clue at all from Brimmy. He's just scrambling. Their call seems to be, oh, let's get over to B. They're probably setting up for some kind of pinch. Danger was right next to him. Gotta love that. Some sharp shooting. IGL, Sugar Zero, gets himself up to 5 kills. Now you've got a couple ults on both sides to clear some space. Fade ult, the Virgin pass.
Oh. Yeah, just double face forward. Eco hits the shot. I think he's going to be kicking himself over that one as Overdrive. You just go ahead and fish through these smokes. See if you can whittle away at these health bars.
And look how they're planting. Look where they're setting up.
Planted.
4v5.
Should be ZETA with the round in hand, especially given that Primi just TP'd back into A.
Oh, Shota.
This angle once again, but they read it.
4v4.
Learning
Shot रे.
from the previous rounds. Primi finding a shot. Nightfall going to be sent out. XCL looking to try to stave him off, but no one at home to receive that. There's now the ult.
I'm going in.
Gate crash to avoid. Absol jumps to the opposite.
Shot.
Kahlua.
भाई
pushing
कितना
forward.
clean
Absol
retake
connected
है.
to 2. Now it's all down to Absol. Dropping in, but Kahlua's got covering
क्या
fire.
clean retake करते हैं ये लोग.
Keeps
क्या
it
clean
protected.
retake
The
है.
round
सांस
goes the
लेके
way of
कितना
full sense.
easy retake किया है.
Yeah, it's some of the execution in the post plant here. That's really hurting ZETA. You know, ZETA not even able to find one there. Good awareness from Full Sense to remember that ZETA had taken a position like that. That goes all the way back to that anti-eco round. That was the last time we saw it. The mental acuity from Jip Boys very high. See why they put their trust in him to be the IGL. Just
Also, you've got Kahlua who's
just frying.
Yeah, operating on a different plane right now. Full Sense. Round lead guarantee at the half. As we go into the last round of the half. Still have 2 more ults to utilize in this one. Ult theft as well as that.
क्या clean retake करते हैं ये लोग.
Looking to maybe be first contact, but backs away. Eco. So it's not the push the smoke, but operator set up, staring it towards yard. Premi going for the re-peek after taking down Sugar Zero. Spam
Shot.
12 HP, but Ty just pushes through that fast lane, finding Eco. The numbers continuing to dwindle here for Zeta Division. 3 players are trying to clutch this out. Absol on the entry.
बढ़िया.
Will find the one. The Neural Theft now going to be invested. Next TL is going to have to back away. Give this
Well
out.
played, Ray.
Now you really got nowhere to go. Swings
खलास कर दिया.
Looked like maybe he was going to make a
Full
go
Sense
of it,
तोड़ देगी.
but it's going to be Full Sense securing 8 and 4 half.
This is probably one of the first rounds where I'm a little bit kind of questioning what Zeta's thinking here, and the biggest reason is that Absol is 1 away from the dimensional drift at the start of this round, and they don't make a play for the orb. I mean, I can get the idea of you're trying to catch your opponent off guard by being a little bit, you know, unpredictable in terms of the expected plays that you play for those orbs and try to get that ult going. But I think it is the right, you know, contesting that space, getting Absol that dimensional drift is a big difference maker. Yoru has one of the best ults in the game. I think that was a bit of an oversight there from Zeta.
Brief moment to reconvene and clean things up going into this next half. We're able to find the opening pistol. So they're going to have to try to find this one here going into round 13. Want to get themselves back into a position where they can potentially win this map. This Full Sense's pick, so at the end of the day, should drop this one. You do have Split to rely on, but certainly would feel better getting that 1-0 start rather than having to reverse sweep.
Yeah, and, I mean, overall, you have to be like looking at Zeta and saying, okay, good ideas. There's really good ideas behind all of this. It's just some of the execution isn't quite there sometimes. A few lapses here and there as well. I think some of the post plants were a little shaky in terms of how they set themselves up and how they reacted to some of the stuff Full Sense was doing. But the way they were able to work the map, get themselves into those post plants in the first place, really, really solid.
FS under and the
So
most
on the defender side, how aggressive do they want to be with that neon in the comp? You know, pistol round, maybe barely. Absol just a clear of a prowler.
निकल जाएगा ये मैप तो एफएस का है, बाकी बता रहे हैं. अगले मैप पे स्प्लिट पे कैसा खेलते हैं उन्हें मालूम, क्योंकि वो जेटा का मैप है, वो अलग स्ट्रैट्स बना के आए होंगे.
Basically, it's talent plus.
Well, you're right.
But I get it.
I get what they're saying.
Technically speaking, yes.
Technically correct, the best kind of correct.
पूरा साइट है, प्लांट हो गया है.
Zeta's mid push hasn't come to any fruition, and there's also a trip in the back to at least alert of some kind of flanker. They're going to be ready for as heavy as it is going to be. Have to wait and see. Nobody's turned in that direction after the clear of it. Finally, Kilowatt.
Looking to try to line up the shots, and eventually Eco gives them the opportunity.
किलुआ ने एक मारा, थाई ने एक मारा.
able to find that.
प्रेमी.
Into the corner.
वाह वाह.
Dispatches Sugar Zero. Now down to XDL. And he just does not have the
टाइम बाय किया है जो कूद कुदा के.
Full Sense take the pistol here in the second half.
Let's go.
Nice work here by Kilowatt, recognizing that it was his job to cover that B main space. And that really keeps this round alive for Full Sense. Because a few of their players getting run over a bit, and they weren't in a position initially to deal with that overstacked flank through B main that Zeta
Let's
sent.
go.
They're able to recover.
बहुत अच्छा खेला है रे.
Time, and of course Primi is Primi. 13 kills for him. Couple behind Killua. Zeta go for the stack. The lineup gonna go between the legs there for XDL. But you know, might work. If Sugar Zero can buy a little time to Primi saw his elbow. He's
Okay, nice try.
wants this.
Worried about that pit.
Shot.
Through, but eventually will get his kill.
पिछले मैप में भी एक यूरो था, इस मैप में भी एक यूरो है, दोनों ही मार्शल्स है.
Stack from Zeta, unfortunately, not going to finding too much value.
Was it Zeta that did that on Lotus to Paper Rex last year?
Spike planted.
Oh,
They
you are
stacked at stairs on A.
stretching my knowledge here.
I know. You're usually good at the history kind of thing. I'm not.
I don't strictly recall.
I think it was, but I can't remember.
मार क्या लिए रे लोग पूरा स्पेस ले लेते हैं, उसके बाद प्लांट कर देते हैं.
Go around the corner. Should get a kill, but he's gonna get dinked, but his men find it in the end. Primi cleans up the one. Looks like the remaining three just gonna stay sat here. Go down.
The way these guys are playing, ये लोगों ने पूरा का पूरा सेटअप दे के रखा है. Primi भी गया. ठीक है, that was a marshal.
Primi didn't want the marshal anymore anyway. All things considered for Zeta, not too bad, but losing that pistol was painful. After going down 8-4 in the first half. So you're gonna have to really tighten up the defenses. Eco looking good though on the Neon still. Hasn't lost a step at all.
Eco try कर रहा है. Eco को support चाहिए.
Tier 2 circuit to get back up to Tier 1. They'll just be making the most of it. 12 and 13, top in the charts. Zeta again stacking. Okay, you only see one. Oh, this is gonna get bloody.
Giving it away on outside forward. Eco
Hell nah, Primi. Primi being Primi.
Once again here on this side of Corrode. Just comes up with a multi-frag round. All of the good, all of the efforts of Eco. Completely and utterly silenced in the blink of an eye.
Fourth one for Primi.
Might just be giving us our second ace of the season if he can find Sugar Zero.
Sugar Zero would love to deny that opportunity. Another just brilliant 4K on Corrode for Primi.
अब Primi को भागना चाहिए ढूंढने के लिए, क्योंकि पैसा है. अल्टी बन गई है.
Screw it. You're up 11-4. Send it. Into the right direction. Checking out around mid. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to suss out that left side angle though, but yeah, it looks like Sugar Zero is going to be playing deny. He's got to swing it, but it just can't get there fast
खुद
enough.
ने एक गोली मार के पूरी
Sussed it
दी.
at the very end, but unfortunately for Primi, the ace will not be found.
Man. I mean, again, oh my goodness. He clears the haunt first, too. Oh.
वे क्या ये?
That is just bananas. But
Time
I mean,
out.
it just, he's so good. He has these rounds where he just wins you moments that he has no business winning. I mean, I think back to that 1v4 he had against T1 last year. That was just disgusting.
On Corrode, they're at the B site. Just the awareness, just every player's position, just getting that crosshair dialed in so quickly.
Man is a miracle worker.
There are a few like him.
He is such a treat to have here in Pacific. Just raw talent he has. Very few can match. And you know, part of the reason that they were so keen to get him from the Thai region, the guy's been topping the charts and ranked for so long, and then finally they convince him. Now's the time, and has
क्या नाम
continued to
था?
shine.
Final timeout now expended from ZETA. Be a thrifty if they can deny that point from full sense here. Once again, Fumiko has widely been delivering, but it's been in a monstrous way.
नहीं जीतने देगी फुल सेंस ज़ेटा को नहीं जीतने देगी एनी हाउ
Nobody home for that TP play. Oh, Sota?
Shit, boys. Already though, sight taken.
मैं क्या पोजीज पे खेल रहे हो देख रहे हो
Venom now on the floor. It's Kahlua.
द पोजीज दे आर प्लेइंग ऑन किलुआ ट्रिपल
18-8-4.
इट्स ओवर
There is the finisher. It's like whatever was intended in this round, it never got off the runway from ZETA.
It was an attempt at a trap play at a lobby. Throw in the neon, a TP from Sugar Zero to the other side. Just nobody was there. Full sense was on the other side of the map. Just went right for it. Too early on the trigger there. Poor Eco. They're just having a blast, as they should be.
Dimensional drift off the rip. Forward, Primmy's 24-0.
सीधी एंट्री
Spot out here onto the Viper, goes for the exit, tucks back into the smoke. There's not a flash, but doesn't want to over pursue, so we'll just play this one a little
Easy.
more slowly.
पूरा प्लांट अपोस्ट प्लांट
Slide forward, Eco spot.
खत्म कर दिया
Primmy able to take him down.
कर दिया हो
Once
गया
again there to try to just
हो
keep
गया भाई
Primmy
जीजी हो गया
protected. Covers as Primmy drops down off of heaven.
अब दोनों सिटी है ये इन्फो तो होगी
Looking for the finisher, and it's just Absol. Turn of the flashing op dialed in, finds the first Primmy, suffering an additional death.
ओए
A no scope from a decent range, but he just cannot get that reloaded fast
भाई
enough.
वो नो स्कोप मार के गेम को एक बार के लिए लाइव तो कर दिया था
Dominance on display here from Full Sense, looking comfy and
But
cozy
ain't
on
he?
Corrode.
मैं आता हूँ गाइस आई विल बी बैक सून एक छोटू से ब्रेक के बाद
says a lot, I think, about Cruz's coaching and how comfortable this team is playing with him.
Yeah, absolutely. I think they've definitely, they're still using Cruz's style. It still felt like I was watching the same team from last year, really. So I think that's a very positive sign for Full Sense. But on the side of ZETA, I mean, I think this is what I was scared about with this team when they're drafting in relatively unknown names. And you think, how does that stack up to the big dogs of Pacific? How does it stack up to those sharp shooters? And right now, it simply doesn't stack well.
No, it doesn't, and I think there was a couple of, situations where ZETA really gave it to Full Sense, you know, a couple of chances going begging. Look, even Leviathan, not a particularly awe-inspiring debut from him. There was a couple of situations where I've seen him in challenges in the past put himself in these positions where he's playing some absurd off angles, or he's trying to take some, fancy angles or one-tap some people, just in open space, and he was punished quite heavily for that. So I can see that he's trying to back himself and play with the same confidence that he did in Tier 2, but at the same time, when you're playing controller and you're site anchoring or you're playing position, you need to play positionally at times, and you get punished for that. It can end up putting your team at a bit of a deficit, and that won't get you punished against ZETA Division. But when you move on further in the bracket and you make those same mistakes, that can cost you a series.
Yeah, absolutely. And we talk a lot about the confidence coming in. Echo here, I love that he came in swinging in those first initial rounds. We were very, very impressed with his performances.
I think this is exactly what you wanted to see. Like, I think Depp was a pretty phenomenal Neon player, and I think that he kind of stepped up to that level, or at least showed flashes of it. He was Danby-esque with the Bucky, but Primi was also really, really on point.
Look at this!
That was
Ridiculous.
Disgusting, man.
Like,
Display transfer.
That's the problem. Echo comes in, and I think that was a solid debut game. He's shown that he can shoot, but when you've got this man on the other side, he's your counterpart. I mean, it just becomes so difficult to get anything done. Look at these numbers from Primi.
Yeah.
How can anyone doubt this guy?
I mean, what is it about him on that side? Like, he
He's
had that
crazy.
other spray transfer clip
yeah,
on the side,
that
like the
1v4,
Yeah, like, there's something about Primi on
what a
that side
clip.
of Kuro.
What a clip.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, it's ridiculous. And I think
No one else does that. Like, who else in Pacific does that? Even like top players. Like, I don't other top duelists. Like, maybe some of the like Jing. That's kind of like a Jing spray transfer, really. But
maybe.
I feel like Primi does it more often than Jing does.
Yeah, and just more consistently, and you know that he's not just like blindly spraying or anything. It's like it's full of intent.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. And I think that I keep on going back to, Cruz on coach here, because for a lot of these Thai players, you think about the barriers that they had last year, and it was because, their coaching staff is American. These Thai players are, there is a barrier there. Regardless, it takes a long while for them to open up, and they might not feel entirely comfortable. But now that you have Cruz in the coaching role, these Thai players are actually opening up. They don't need to feel shy or a little hesitant about anything, because Cruz is their buddy.
Yeah.
They've been with him for a long time.
It also just breaks down a lot of the barriers and removes a lot of mental burden. Like, it takes a lot of energy to all the time translate from English. Cruz has to relay the idea, and then we have to kind of streamline everything. Like, cutting all of that out is going to make the communication so much more efficient and allow them to be a little bit more aligned on what the goal in the round is, and just waste a lot less energy on just sheer communication.
Yeah, and like I say, I think Cruz's strengths really were his leadership within the team and his strategic brain. And by moving him to coach, they've kept probably 80% of his positives still intact for this team while upgrading their firepower. I really like this move for Full Sense, and I think that map 1 shows us exactly why. But now they do have to do it on their opponent's map pick.
Yes, they are going into split, and I think that, we talk a lot about Cruz and the coaching staff, but of course, in the game is Jit Boys, and we are seeing that, like, so far, it's getting there. It's pretty much stable. There's something to work with there on the side of Jit Boys. He's come out of his shell so much in this year. You guys have seen it in like content and stuff. He's the guy. He's the front man for content, and for the longest time, Jit Boys was like super shy. So this is a new era for him as well, and now going into this, there could be the first win here with this roster and this kind of scenario. So I'm happy for this team. They look really good and they look really comfortable with each other. I can't say the same for ZETA, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, I think, so I said before this game, this is a team that needs to be greater than the sum of its parts, right? The names on paper don't blow you away, but you want them to come together as a team. Think to early Talon last year, you know, the sort of Governor Ban era. That was a team that was able to do that. That's what I want to see from this ZETA division. I need to see, I don't want them to be afraid of being different. Play with what works for your team, because you need to get 100% out of absolutely everybody, or you're going to be in trouble. So I think now we're moving into their map pick. I want to see, what have you got cooked up for this? This is really your chance to shine now and push this series to a map 3.
Yeah, I think if I'm ZETA, I'm really just focusing on the opening duels, focusing on how many advantages I created on Corrode, and just saying, let's just try to streamline on converting some of those advantages, trust the game plan that we have for the map. I don't even care if you necessarily win this one. It's a very strong opponent, but try to push it a little bit closer, try to iron out a few of those issues, and that's going to make you feel, look, a little bit better, maybe going into a third map if you're able to scrape out the edge here. But even if you head through into the middle bracket, you're going to have a little bit more confidence against your next opponent, and hopefully it's an easier one.
Yeah, and you know what? First map, sure, get those nerves out of the way. Perhaps this was just them, you know, getting a feel of the stage. And it does happen quite a lot where you need that warm-up round.
Yeah, I mean, we also saw that Absol won the skirmish, right? Yeah. So they chose to have their map pick be second. So they were okay with losing that, and they know that they can bring momentum into this. We do have the agent select coming through. On the side of ZETA division, pretty much the same as map 1. We're going to see Eco on that Neon again, as well as Absol on that Yoru. Very standard, very meta approach.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be a mirror matchup without too many changes. It's just, you know, the duelist change of the Neon versus the Raze is the only stylistic change. Once again, you'll see ZETA start out on the defense, and I want to see them win some opening duels, maybe win an opening pistol, get a little bit of momentum, and just try to calm things down in the mid-round a little bit. I think this is really where the coaching staff needs to just align the expectations of the players and make sure they're getting off into this map and split on the right page.
Yeah, absolutely. And Ty on that Raze, I am having some flashbacks to what happened last time when we saw him on this agent. He is definitely bringing a lot of firepower on the side of Full Send, so we're going to see if that does continue as we step into split over to Paper Thin and Achilles for the call.
Well, this needs to be the staging ground for ZETA division to try to run this one back and give us a 3 mapper. Heading into split. Nothing really changing here. Same idea, same composition. Let's see if they're going to be able to pilot it a bit differently here.
Yeah, again, you know, that first blood statistic is going to be ringing in the back of your head.
Yeah, 11 first kills, but only 4 rounds taken on the previous map.
He just got absolutely rocked by Primi and Killua, both dropping 20. 22 for Primi. They just hit those multi-kills.
Probably not getting a spot. It was a tuck back on the rope at Sewer for Full Sense. Now looking to scale up. Absol very far forward. Face in, is able to find one, but does get traded out. Blew it down, boys, with the kill.
What's up? I'm back. Tension ना लो. आ गया मैं वापस.
From below, able to quickly find
और
two
Primi भी
shots,
वापस आ गया है.
Zero drops down,
Primi is
right
back.
click will
Primi is
confirm
mad
it. Now
actually.
it's a 2v2.
Primi पागल है, पागलों जैसे वो मारते रह रहे हैं.
Scale forward, this is
फिर
lined up
Leviathan.
for Leviathan. Another pistol going the way of Full Sense.
Again, some decent ideas from ZETA that just get outplayed by the unbelievable talent that Full Sense has.
And वैसे guys बता देता हूँ.
I had a quick chance to chat with Cruz in between.
Start में जो top 3 आएंगे ना.
Kind of said, hey man, congrats on your first map win. Good job.
जो 3 टीमें होगी.
Yeah, we got a lot to
वो
work on.
Santiago जाएगी Masters के लिए.
And you can see why, because XDL is able to fade away from the attack, and he buys that time, even gets a kill for the rest of ZETA to come through, but Primi hits just the most disgusting transfer ever. You're just scratching your head at ZETA, and then they go for that late push. Oh boy.
Okay, well, slide forward, Shorty will find some damage, but
3 मार दिया Leviathan, let's go. Primi हगा तो Leviathan 3 मार दिया.
This time with 3. Sight, Absol here, trying to line up the shots, but unfortunately the margin
4
as well as it has for some of the others here today. Now, it's just XDL. If we can catch, denies the ace away.
4 मिले, 5वां नहीं मिला.
Going over to Full Sense, so 2-0 start at the back of the anti-eco. Now, Full Sense going to be looking for a bonus conversion.
Yeah, this is crisp. Wow. XDL, who really started to come into his own at the end of last year. Really started to put up some good numbers for ZETA.
Yep.
Find a nice one there. Gets a couple at least. Get you a little closer to his ultimate. Leviathan, nice and sharp with that Guardian, and that's kind of starting to be the story of this match. Is just decent ideas, outplayed by full sense. Ooh,
Paint shell there at his feet.
ठीक है.
Trying to overstay the angle and find some balance.
Oh, recon भी हुआ.
Does have to back away. Wall to fall. To there around the corner. ZETA, I mean, every single player in position to try to get a retake here.
And nice. No, okay.
Gets himself on the board.
भाई FS पागल हो गई है.
Zico.
What?
He's able to find himself a third as well. Sliding in with style. It's now just Leviathan. Still with that guard.
Solo play बनाया Eco ने.
He wants to risk the noise. 1v2 from him. Sugar Zero at backside.
Eco ने Chico कर दिया.
Clean re-clear around towards B from Eco.
Did they realize where exactly that spike ended up?
They had to have heard it
30 seconds left.
at the floor. He's coming down.
दो pings भी आए हैं spawn के.
One of them slotting in towards the spawn, but for now it's going to be Sugar Zero to try to hold the line and stop this potential.
Spawn के दो pings.
Leviathan is running out of time. The clock dwindling. Make some noise.
Empty.
Sugar Zero will be able to find it.
मार सकता था अगर slowly जाता थोड़ा सा time और होता तो मार सकता था, but nice try.
ZETA get themselves on the board, and I need to see Eco's POV right now.
Yes, please. It's a nice flash. Try to back him off. Oh,
This pixel angle, that is just disgusting.
nasty. And oh man, crazy.
Clearly, Spirit's still looking decently bolstered here for ZETA. Pop flash, gonna be sent down, and Primi
Killua and Primi, these two guys won't
Kahlua
stop.
getting a third. It's just every single time ZETA looks like they're picking themselves up and getting themselves
Spike planted.
back into the game. Primi just has a moment.
One enemy remains.
Triple.
To that fourth. and
चार मार गया.
Get it. Surviving with 10 HP. Full sense maintain the lead.
This has happened to ZETA a couple of times where they've got this set play.
आजकल सब double duelist खेलना
At
चाहते हैं.
main, we saw it over on Corrode. We see it here again. And they just get outdone. What a turn.
पहले slow खेलना था, default खेलना था सबको. अब तो सब double fast खेलना चाहते हैं.
He's just so talented. Even the reset there after he gets aim punched. Not that final kill.
क्योंकि नहीं हो पाता नहीं तो भाई बहुत स्लो खेलते हैं तो टाइमिंग में कहीं ना कहीं 3-4 राउंड्स तो टाइम की वजह से हार जाते हैं. Nobody wants to lose like that.
Bucky in hand, XDL holding close with that Sheriff, but scope in. Primi ready for it. Sits him down, takes the sight. Spike now can be brought forward as Absol. Oh, that is the last thing you want to see as that smoke goes away.
Nice.
Absolutely brutal as the second shot connects. Eco does arrive. Bucky in hand. Backpedaling, but as that wall falls, it just doesn't have
Primi
the
being
firepower to
Primi.
try to dispatch Chip Boys at range.
बाकी का clean up जित boys का
Makes
है.
him low, but can't take him out. 4-1.
Yeah, it's
Time out.
everything's being dealt with now. That
Jaldi,
round
jaldi.
so clean. Primi again. Right away.
क्योंकि ये 5-1 हो जाएगा.
That could be a possibility. His crosshair right where it needed to be. Nice follow-up. A moment there
Enemy remaining.
for Shota where maybe he could have done a bit more damage, but Primi just again so fast to react. Just steady as you go. Some big ults on both sides. Getting close to both teams' cycles, so these are really important rounds for ZETA to get back into this. Got to find some value.
look at where the stack is. You do have an operator from Absol, but he's playing a pixel angle at back sight. The gate crash that's about to expire.
Who's next?
And you've got a dimensional drift as well, full sense. Checking all the boxes. As Primi will get the spot out. You're gonna yourself in this one. He sees the shorty in hand though, so says, okay. Maybe some equal firepower, so I'll just go ahead and make a safe
है 5v5 का retake है.
Gotten the spike in play.
If Killua gets 1 kill.
The nightfall here. Look at this proactivity.
Ball gonna be dodged. Absolutely able to find one tie, taking down Shota. Dead. As Primi's just able to walk up. Leviathan at the same time. Comes up with 2. Eco XCL both gonna be taken out off screen.
और Leviathan एक दो
So we'll be able to find another, but now you just have to try to save this operator.
Chata close.
5-1. Once again, just full sense. Plowing forward.
This should be a round that makes your coach happy. If you're Cruz, this should make you very happy. A lot of good things going on here. Obviously, you have the dimensional drift. You know, the decision not to try to punish Absol.
Actually, everything was okay. सिर्फ एक दो चीज को छोड़ के.
I do too, probably, and I might just be able to catch him off guard coming out of the dimensional drift. He actually just backs off, and then they're ready for that nightfall ahead of schedule. They're already pushing in towards spawn.
Nice.
And they're taking names.
Oh, yeah?
I mean, yeah. Leviathan has certainly proved himself on stage already. 9-2 and 3. I thought maybe that was going to be called a timeout, but we'll just hold it for the moment.
Nice shot, nice shot.
2 shots, 2 kills. Primi continues to fry.
This is what you worry about. Full sense gets into a groove and
can he get rid of the ob? Try his hand at it. Okay, well they spot each other.
Cutting through. Look at the respect Absol pays. He's just like, nope.
New knife.
Even though I have the technically better gun, it's not the right play to challenge.
Sometimes aces get busted by kings. He can. He's able to find one. Balance out.
एक मारा टिपी कर गया.
Fighting chance, but weaponry to be scooped.
सब अपनी अपनी जगह से टिपी कर रहे हैं. Ulti? Okay, you plan to secure the round time.
But you can't.
If they get some kills, then maybe you commit the operator in.
Right, exactly. But what do you do? I mean, you know there's shorty sitting in there.
It's just stacked against you. I mean, you have the perfect tool to try to retake a pit in that dimensional drift, but then you're really stretching the commitments here. It's okay. There you go. You talked about the shorties that make their presence known.
दोनों आ गई.
Have this round
फिर भागेगा.
It's going to be a 6-1 scoreline and ahead of the next bye. Like to see the timeout call from XQQ.
Agreed.
जल्दी टाइम आउट चाहिए भाई.
Reassess, but man, oh man, I don't know exactly. You know what you're going to be thinking about during this timeout, because it's been a lot of different looks from ZETA, a lot of different attempts to, you know, throw some curveballs early, try to get that early pressure at the mains to catch full sense off guard. That's been dealt with by their stellar individual play. You tried to go for some gamble reads with like some 4-1s, putting the op on their own, and to Absol's credit, he hasn't given the op over, but he hasn't really been able to slow down Full Sense's role, and that's frankly because they've done a nice job of reading the situations and putting pressure on Absol where he has to teleport out like that.
Face your fear.
Just immediately having to evacuate. Leviathan just straight forward. Doesn't read the Sugar Zero is still going to be here at ramp, but it doesn't really matter because Jit Boys very quickly manages to trade it back up. Absol with a nice peek. Finds a kill on the tie. Gives them a fighting chance here perhaps in the round. As Jit Boys, did he not register? Should have seen the top of the head there. Either way, still going to be favored as the strafe comes in.
Nice shot.
Just go ahead and quickly sit Shota down. Smoke blooms.
फिर सेव करेगा.
A little bit of a ring around the rosy here.
इस बार नहीं.
Poison orb goes away. So will his life. Kahlua able to find it. 7-1.
Feels like the mental slipping a bit there for ZETA. Obviously, again, Full Sense able to deal with some of the util that's thrown with their way and just react properly. It's a trap, it's a pinch attempted behind the toxic screen, but timing just so good for Full Sense. And then I don't agree with ZETA trying to make a play there from heaven and Absol trying to create that extra angle. Honestly, that should have just been a save at that point. It's a 4v2. You're not doing great in the economic sense, even though you've been able to hang on to an op for a couple extra rounds. I think that should have been, a little bit of discretion being paid, but instead, maybe feeling the pressure of the scenario, the pressure of the score. You're down that much, you feel like you've got to create that 2v4 win to turn things around for your team, and Full Sense is just absolutely not having any of it.
Easy breezy so far. So if that can continue, or if ZETA can.
हाँ ये भी सच है आशिक ना मिलता है पछताओगी कुछ ऐसे ये सर की ये सजा तुम भूल जाना प्यार को ठोकर मत लगाना.
You have some other alts, but you're gonna have to find some of those first kills that you were able to find a corrode. Triggered his split.
Maybe he got the spot. Seemed like he went out wide enough.
Might have got it via the map. Hard to say though. Regardless, they're suspicious. Want to get that showstopper in a position where it can do some damage. Absol doesn't have his TP up.
Across there, able to find the kill. Showstopper now out, tied forward, sends it, and they're just stacked up in elbow. 2 kills found. Just looking bad to worse here for ZETA. Trying to push forward here, get a catch, but those managed to play in Primi. Kahlua tucked back, able to avoid that shot. As the Bucky will get the finish on Kahlua. A weapon upgrade.
खत्म है रे 7-1 है मैप देखने का भी मजा नहीं आ रहा मालूम.
Looks like Eco just gonna go sprinting to try to save this.
Trying to match.
Chase is coming in. It's off the angle in mid. Where does he opt to go? The garage, but noise is being made.
Right.
Primi should have heard just a little bit of this. Pretty equal as far as the health is concerned. Primi going to be looking for it. Does he suspect him behind the box? The answer is yes, but Eco will be able to win it out.
Nice try.
Holds on to his weapon, but it's still 8-1.
Yeah, this is all right. What movement there? Through a flash, no problem. Gets right into position. Put that showstopper in a perfect use. Again, no TP there for Absol means he can't bait the rocket out and get away. Just has to eat it. Full Sense is eating well. All the ults in the world here, basically, other than the
Okay. Had him protected. Boombot not going to be getting damage either. But Absol is rotating back over towards B. We'll now see. It's Full Sense looking to set their sights on A once again. Back in the hands of Ty. Forward, this is going to be a double creep up the ramp.
1-8.
I like this a lot.
Are you going to try to entry into the pit?
That would be pretty nuts.
Well, don't really need to now. You find one, but it looks like they are considering this. It's going to be a 3-2-1 go. The drop down coming in. Oh, he runs out of balls, but he's got his shorty behind. And the pit now gone. Sugar 0. Stomping his way out of garage. Might be able to get a fast flank rotation if he can cut through mid, but it's still going to give time for Full Sense. They've got 3 players so they can fan out all these angles. They are not quite rushing to get the spike in play. They're expecting more presence here, but I don't think they're going to be expecting it from behind them. At least not yet. 0.
Let's go, Veggie boys.
You read at the last moment, right as he gets vision, gets taken down. 3K from Jit.
मजा आया. देखो 9-1 is something you can't even think of comeback because ये सब इसने अटैक में निकाला है. पूरा का पूरा गेम ऐसे इसने अटैक में निकाला है. अब डिफेंस के सेटअप तो अच्छे ही बनाएंगे.
On an island with that op and can't do anything, and then they read the push out of the Viper's pick. Like they get that pick and immediately they're like, we can just tuck in the corner. They're probably just going to try to come through and punish this.
I think we're going to plant it A. They're going to have to. They're going to try to get a position to flood retake.
Exactly. Joke's on them. So tuned in. Nico again, still holding on to that ult. Absol with the hero rifle in his. You're one away from Primmy's ult.
Oh. Jump peek with a gate crash. Still going to be spotted. TP. Absol does manage to join in on this side of the map. The dimensional drift to potentially get himself out of a bad spot, but for now, will just get tucked in behind flowers.
This is still the weak side. They have no idea.
Last pack forward, the haunt cleared. Absol eventually able to find that kill. Quick TP's out, but XDL left alone. Just didn't stand a chance. Does get taken down, so 4v4 looking for this retake. Eco still having to make his way across from mid.
खत्म. ये भी राउंड नहीं निकलेगा.
Primmy, Jit boys get forward here at screens. Flash not going to be turned there, except by Primmy, who gets the mask on just in time. Escapes into another dimension, now can just go scouting for the rest of the team. Paranoia going to be sent across, but Leviathan able to hide the covering fire there from main. Takes out Sugar Zero, Eco taken down. Primmy looking for a little bit more, but Shota finishes him off with a stinger. The defuse now being held, gets it to half, and gets it over the line. 10-1, full sense. Looking fully in control.
Fully online, man. This is
खत्म कर दिया रे full sense ने.
awesome. Okay, you lose your entry player. Big deal. Force them back. You keep pressing the issue. You know they're going to be on weak.
The biggest issue is Primmy का
great job
perform कर जाना.
Tough there from Primmy. Able to pull a Houdini.
The biggest issue for ZETA is Primmy का perform कर जाना. 15-6 Primmy.
At least got the Yoru ult out of it that round, but it's not probably gonna matter.
Last round of the half, ZETA hoping they can get a second round win here. He crashed into the back, put some pressure here on Absol, and he just has to exit immediately. No one there to clear that haunt for him. Zico trying to hold the doorway outside of garage. Shota arriving, able to find one. Eco gets a second. Tries to go for the side play, but Primmy has the headshot.
Primmy, man.
Sugar Zero in around the back.
2v2.
For one, but does get taken down. So 2v2.
1v2.
Primmy down to 15 HP. It's 18 health between the two remaining players. XDL could have this in hand.
एक स्प्रे में दोनों ले जाएगा.
They've been fragging the hardest here today. Finds the first. Spot of the second.
बोला ना. एक स्प्रे में दोनों ले जाएगा.
Red Bull clutch. Secure a second round to close out this half.
Yeah, just a little bit faster reaction this time from ZETA when Full Sense goes for that pressure towards Absol. They're able to bail out the round. They're second, but man, oh man. Sota, Eco right there as quickly as they can be. God bless it, Primmy, that is so good. He's able to track players down. Curious to see if you ever get to see Primmy versus Dombi and see what exactly that looks like in terms of the head-to-head matchup of some cracked mechanical players. But oh boy, it is looking rough for ZETA. Must-win pistol coming up next. 372 ACS at the halftime.
Primmy's pretty good at this game.
He's kind of good.
काइंडा गोल वाले गौंता गोल कर दिया है बाकियों के अंदर गड़बड़ मचा के रखी है फ्लाइंग टू भाई, ये बंदा बहुत कड़क वीडियोस डालता है, पता है, बहुत कड़क। अक्षर पटेल के व्लॉग्स। शुक्रान अल्लाह। ये वीडियो देखना है, स्ट्रीम के बाद ये देखूंगा, पता है। शुक्रान अल्लाह, अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह, शुक्रान अल्लाह, अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह। वेल क्लासिको भाई 166 के एक टाइम हुआ करता था, ये वॉचिंग आती थी वालों में, और हमारी वॉचिंग देख लो अब। हाँ, ऐड जल्दी जल्दी खत्म कर बाबा। मोस्टली सारे के सारे वॉच पार्टियां ही कर रहे हैं मोस्टली। बर्थडे को स्ट्रीम वही है, बस सब सबकी वॉच पार्टियां चल रही है। दो 12 खत्म कर दिया प्रीमिया ने। अरे लोडिंग एक तो राउंड बचा है।
Another 2 shots with that outlaw.
Zzzz.
And he will finish it all off. Flawless fashion, 13-2, damn near flawless on the map. End this series, only 6 rounds surrendered, full sense. Wipe the floor with ZETA.
पूरी सीरीज में 6 राउंड जीते। भाई क्या दिक्कत है ट्विच की?
This is a great start for a team that has to be hungry after the way last year ended. After what happened during the off season, these guys have to be feeling like this is our time, this is our moment, this is our chance. Let's show the world.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I owe them an apology because I.
चलो GG's guys, GG's। मजा आया स्ट्रीम करके बाय द वे। मजाक से हट के बता रहा हूँ, मजाक से हट के भाई। जो क्रेजी मजा आया ना, एकदम मतलब पुराने दिन याद आ गए जिसमें मैं रेगुलरली वॉच पार्टीज किया करता था। ऐसी वॉच पार्टीज मैं पहले करता था, मतलब वॉचिंग के साथ थोड़ी सी वॉचिंग होती थी, थोड़ी नहीं होती थी, एंजॉय करते थे हम। सेकेंड मैप तक हमारा एनर्जी लेवल गिर जाता था, लेकिन आज वो भी नहीं हुआ। आज 4th मैप पे जाके हम लोग थोड़ा सा लेट गो कर दिए कि मैच हो रहा है, ठीक है, क्योंकि एकदम वन साइड हो जाएगा तो मज़ा भी नहीं आता। और ऊपर से 4th मैप तक आते आते द प्रॉब्लम इज़ एवरीबडी नोज कि मेरे साथ क्या दिक्कत हो जाती है। सो इट्स ऑल गुड, बट मज़ा बहुत आया। कल मिलते हैं ग्लोबल ई स्पोर्ट्स के गेम के साथ। 5 बज गई है। टिल देन बाय बाय, टेक केयर, सी या।